Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. And more importantly, happy 4th of July. So glad you're with us tonight as we celebrate. It's all about jewelry, but not really. Today's all about America's birthday. So we thought we would bring some gifts, some presents, celebrate the best way we know how. Other people celebrate with fireworks. We celebrate with a little something we call It's Club TVON. We've got the most amazing collection tonight. It is all, of course, marked down. Isn't that the best news, too? We've got brand new. We've got pieces that you might request, whatever you'd like to see from the inventory, but it is all on sale. It is all 10% additional off as well, and they're all one of a kinds, pretty much. I don't know, do I have an exception today? Maybe, oh yes, a DBTY is here. We actually have our most affordable diamonds by the yard. It's the only thing I'll have a couple of, maybe that and a diamond earring or two, just some white diamond pieces, all of our color, all of our gems, whether they be the organic gems we love, pearls. I don't have Tahitians, but I have a golden pearl. They were really the talk of the night last night. We also have some requests that have already come in, so we will be happy to get to those. I will just shout you out here if you had a request earlier. Steven, looking for a gorgeous cornflower blue sapphire. That's a really good choice. Also Linda with the Marquise ruby, we've got that. Christine with the diamond ring. So if those are what you've been looking for, please give us a call in. We'd like to know you're here before we show you a piece that is obviously everything going, this sale event. So it's important to take advantage of these markdowns. Also get your wish list items in so we can help you find whatever it is you can dream of, you can think of. It is all yours for the taking on this 4th of July. So as you may have a little bit of, who knows, maybe you're just staying in, kind of chilling and being cool and quiet here tonight. We're just glad to have you with us, and it's going to be quite the night. We do have 3 separate trios tonight of markdowns on rubies and also Congolese tourmalines. They're those beautiful blue greens that look like Paraibas, but not quite as pricey as Paraibas. And then we also have, okay, there are tanzanites that are 5 and 6 carats also in a trio. They're going to be coming up for you. And we do have highway rings. We've got a very special, this is actually, you remember the band we had last night with the baguettes and the rounds that did this bypass? Well, earrings to match today in hoop earrings that are gorgeous with the baguettes and rounds as well. A ruby I'm going to bring back from earlier this week. It was actually a ruby that somehow stuck around after being on a discount wheel, and tonight we get to bring it back, but of course with your 10% extra off. So I love that idea, and it even has pink diamonds, just a couple subtle ones. So Paraiba bangle is here. I mean, things that you would never see. You could search the world for great jewelry and never find it elsewhere like we have in the quality and the value. So you've come to the right place. Let's celebrate America's birthday here today, tonight, and for the next 3 hours live. So again, we hope to get requests. I would love to have the entire night be really fueled by your requests. So I know we're busy on the phone lines already. Sounds like we will have a lot of requests throughout the evening, but want to start off with something that is a favorite. I know it's only been on once or twice before, and we only had a couple to go around. It's a bit of a miracle that we have one for you tonight, but it is a fabulous gold ring that is really of the moment, modern, with a few diamonds. You know how we love our wearable gold pieces. Well, this is a lot of gold here. Take a look at this, how we get our evening started with 112-4449, and this is outstanding. Those stacks of diamonds in the triple rows there, side by side and slightly offset, because that's what's going to carry through the entire band that you have, which is going to be all mirror finished yellow gold. Isn't that something? That's a really stunning style. And of course, I will angle it so you can see. Obviously, it picks up some shadow there, as it's not just the staggered effect of the way they're offset, but it's also the different elevations they're set at as well. So you have some recessed, some elevated. There's only one. Remember, what you see is what you get. The only exception would be a couple of diamond pieces that I have here tonight. And oh, there's so much brand new. That's what I love about this event, is we've been featuring in the event a lot of brand new, and means brand new designer pieces you've never yet seen before. So very excited about that, including maybe the best value on a yellow diamond pendant I'm so excited about. Anyway, we'll talk this one first and get it out the door at a $29.99 piece. When gold's gone up and diamonds have gone up, well, we are going the exact opposite direction to our lowest prices ever. And that is a wonderful, I think, an excuse to treat yourself, because why should America get all the party? We are the ones that are Americans. We make this country as great as it is. So I say we deserve a little gift for ourselves tonight, don't we? Yes, Jess. She's ready. Okay, Linda, you got it. You're first up with your ruby then right after this ring, because this one is $999, but also 10% off. It's going to be a significant discount. Let me remind you how important it is to take advantage of museum pieces, higher end pieces, because that's where you save the most money, of course. So we're thrilled about that. Linda, you're ready to go. Thank you, Linda, for being with us promptly and ready to go tonight on this very special edition of our Friday night party, Club TVON. Take a look at that, though. That is a wild ring, isn't it? We're without our light tight for a while. So if things look a little different, that's why, Andy, we probably don't need to worry about it quite yet. Yeah, it's probably going to be a few, maybe an hour or two before we can get that to stay on. Tony and I have just kind of done what we can here to lighten up and brighten up. But just again, if things look a little different to you at home, it's just, again, we're going to be without our lights, hot outside. So nobody was here all day. So, it's just going to take a minute to cool the place down. But here we go. It's going to be $8.99 at checkout. So you get a better value by a $100 discount then. Linda, your Ruby, it's the Marquise coming up next. And again, that's the beautiful thing about the sale event is even if it's something you've seen, let's say before in a previous show, if it's still here, even if it wasn't marked down before, well, it certainly is tonight. Everything means everything. And so as long as it's in stock, we're going to get you that 10% discount. I'll tell you, that ring, I know I'm starting the show with it with that. Oh, what's that? Oh, wait, what's that? That's an 8-carat Colombian emerald. Oh my goodness. Something you would not see anywhere else. Now that ring, I purposely put this ring early because I figure later audience here in the first couple of minutes, well, I would not mind taking home that one myself. Take a look at it up close one more time in our gold and diamond band, and that is here for $8.99 at checkout. So Linda had a request and she said 8855, something she might be still thinking about. That's the beauty of this event too, is that, you're not obligated. I probably had, I don't know, 17 or 18 requests on last night's show, and probably 2 of them hit. Means, just you don't have to take anything you request, but if it just is something you want to see again, always best to do so. But look at this Marquise, 63 points, which this Marquise is looking a little larger. Not all Marquise cuts are going to do that. This one does. Happy to help you out with anything you're seeking out. We know the inventory well. If it's here, we can bring it on out for you. But look at how stunning this is. Yes, it is going to be platinum, 63 point on the Marquise, 65 points in the diamonds. It is going to be that fabulous double halo, keeps it classic there, but also that gorgeous elongation. And that's going to be a one only as well. So, well, we got a very special ring here, and yet it's got a markdown already, but you get to take 10% off. That's anything and everything you see. So take a look at this on the hand as well, and you'll see that beautiful elongation that Marquise gives you, the double halo in the diamonds, and this is awesome. So really, really special. Even from a distance when it's on the hand, I'm essentially blocking the light behind it. And look at how still, clean and bright and crystalline that ruby is. So it is really looking good. So that's our platinum piece. Stays in platinum. We're going to size it for you. We can still size everything for you, and that's a beautiful thing as well. But this one's going to be down from 29 to, I like the idea of doing 19 or maybe even 1,500, but the truth is I got to blow everything out. This is a big sale event weekend. You know how we roll on these sale event moments. So it is a time to treat everybody to the best values. If there's anything you've been thinking about, dial in. Always dial in early before you even see the price, because sometimes it could come down to a couple seconds between getting your piece and missing out. So we want to make sure you get in on those. But this is only $13.99, and that would be an extra 10% off that price. So you're saving about $140. Brings it down to $12.59 and change. Thank you to everybody who's checking in with us online here tonight. Hey, Sally, happy 4th to you. Oh, Sally, you were very observant, and yes, although I will continue my patriotic looks through the weekend. So again, it may be the 5th tomorrow, but I will keep it going for you. But yes, I definitely, there's thought put into it. So thank you for noticing, Sally. Hey, Kirsten, happy 4th to you. Hi, Renee. Thank you so much, Renee. That's very kind of you to say. And hey, Tracy, happy 4th to you as well. I mean, someone's got to compete with these fireworks all night, right? I'll be, the jewelry, me, we're all gonna do our best here. So that's gonna be our ruby ring, and again, beautiful look at $12.59 at checkout. Don't forget about that band, that wide gold band that's sitting here for $8.99 at checkout. That's an amazing value with those bigger diamonds, 6 of them, 5 points each on those big diamonds. And who's got the ruby? Super bright. Again, I also have requests already. These are just requests that came in before the show. We've got Steven's request and also Christine's request. So Steven and Christine, and then of course everybody else, welcome to make requests, of course, during the live show. That's what I recommend. So let's talk about this pendant, because I have got a wonderful value. It's one of my favorites of the night as far as something that, again, I love this sale event. We've started on Wednesday, got you going with sale event prices, but there's a lot of brand new, including this pendant, which is absolutely, I did not a double take, a triple take when I saw this piece, because A, it's gorgeous, but also very, very surprising on the price tag I'm going to bring in. So 8677, and let me discount for you. Let's take everything on down and make it really affordable. Don't forget about that gold band or the ruby sparkler there. We have a very important 70-point yellow diamond here. This is going to be 8677. It's platinum, and you've got a platinum setting with bigger white diamonds, and it's like the crescendo is the base of that yellow diamond oval east to west set. Now, this is the bale. scale. So it's actually, I know I'm showing you east-west. It's going to sit north to south. Now that can't be fireworks outside yet, right? It's 5 o'clock. Do fireworks, it's like the tree in the forest. Are fireworks really fireworks if it's still light out and you can't see them? Is that how that works? Yeah, don't we have to wait till at least gets dark, which is at least 9 o'clock? Anyway, but you know what, fireworks, it's a common occurrence around here. But let's take a look. Platinum, 70 points in the yellow, 25 points in the round. That's one round. And then those are actually 25 points total in the round and the baguette. So we put all those together. So overall, 95 points. Let me show you from a distance and also how it's going to look on the neckline, because you've got your length like this, where it's going to be sitting north to south on the neckline. You see it's got a little bit of this. It feels a little like Eiffel Tower look, very elegant, that east-west set of that stone. I will say that yellow diamond looks a lot larger than it weighs. 70 points already a large stone, but that is just outstanding with that 3/4 of an inch top to bottom length. And then I'll give you a quick look at it here on the neckline as well. Why not? Just so you can see it here and just kind of get a size perspective if you wish on that one. But again, I don't know if we're in focus on that, but again, it's a little darker here, but that's just a size reference there. So here we are close up again to show you hidden bail. Put your favorite chain right on through it. And that one is, well, this is what surprised me. It's not even that $59.99 price tag that I really feel like it should be when you've got a bigger 70 point. The hallmarks are going to be on the side here as well, just to point out where those are. They put them on the side, all that mirror finishing in that platinum, really offsetting that diamond beautifully there. And that yellow is just a really good, strong, bright color. And we just need one caller on this one. And like I said, when it comes to what surprised me tonight in a lot of these values, and of course, we know it's a sale. I expect great values. I expect to be able to do better. I expect you're going to take your discount at checkout. So that all equates to a lot of big savings. However, there are some pieces that, you know, are brand new. Brand new should mean extra high prices, right? If they were made in this era, if they weren't made 15, 20, 30 years ago, well, then we would expect a higher price than what we typically see. Not here. This is what is so special. And again, you've never seen it. That's what I love about a sale event. So many people say to me during sale events, and I've done a number of them over the years here, is, well, this is great, but for the everyday viewers, I'm seeing the pieces I already know really well and I already own. This is what's cool about this particular event is we are throwing in, sure, whatever you'd like to see from the inventory that already has been on or exists still, but also the ability to bring you brand new styles that you have not seen and drop that price down. So I think that's a real privilege to get to do here. And we're not going to do $59, $49, $39, or $29.99. Big time value, yellow diamonds. And I know we've had our share of the yellow diamonds and rings. Maybe you're looking for a little something to go with that tonight. Here's how you do it. Instead of $19.99, it's already got close to a carat in diamonds with that really important yellow oval, but it's going lower than 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. I bet you're getting that mad rush to the phone right now, dialing as frantically as you can, and you should, because this is all still before 10% off, and that looks like a piece that you could ask $15,000 for. We're at $15.99, and I will keep on going. Listen, it's a big holiday. This is, I know the whole weekend we celebrate. We started celebrating here on Wednesday. But the truth is, this is the true, honest to goodness, major birthday celebration for America. We are really excited to do some extra things. And all the best of the best has come out tonight. We are really, really, truly thrilled about this. It's not going to be $15 or $14.99. This just seems like a complete giveaway to me. So I hope you're dialing in early, because it's not $14.99 an extra discount. This is really going to test the audience here. I know it's 4th of July. A lot of people are on the road. I know people are traveling. They're out picnicking and at the lake and at the beach and all the things that we do. And we're so appreciative that you decided, wherever you are and however you're choosing to celebrate tonight, you're hanging out with us. That means the world. So best believe we are bringing those prices down accordingly to really thank you and honor this special day. So this important day, and it's not going to be $14.99 either. This is really a test of, okay, who's ready to do some shopping? Who's ready to save a bundle on everything we're bringing tonight? And it's not going to be $14. We're going to make it $1,399, and then your 10% extra off happens. So $12.59 on that incredible piece. And yeah, get ready till we see our diamonds by the yard. Diamonds by the yard going to be here as well at a discount. We have a yellow diamond that's new, east-west set, in a yellow gold as well. And it's honestly unlike anything I've ever seen in all these years of doing jewelry. What could it be? What could make a yellow diamond piece unlike anything I've ever shown, ever presented, or seen even elsewhere? Because obviously it's not just the jewelry that I present. I've looked at a lot of jewelry in a lot of places over the years. Well, we have a yellow diamond ring that has a first ever for us combination of pearls. I have not seen that. When do you see diamonds, yellow diamonds and pearls together? Now, Jason, would you like this one or can Jess have it? We're going to see who's got it. First caller to say yes, as usual. Remember how many one-of-a-kinds we have. It's most everything we do and put up there, but that is a giveaway. $12.59 and all those diamonds, every one of them from the round to the baguettes to the oval, all bigger individual stones there, and no question, one of our best, I think, values of the entire night. That is gone. Congratulations. Let me show you one of the rarest stones in the world, which is alexandrite. And this is already showing the color change hallmark here, 112-7934. Thank you on that pendant. We will get to that yellow diamond with pearls coming up in a ring, which is really unique and very wearable. And here's 112-7934, which is also in platinum, and that's a 32-point alexandrite. It's going to have that amazing style of the blue greens. We always look for the blue greens out of Brazil, and then we typically see blue greens when they do get into an incandescent light. That's when we see it change to a purple red. Well, here already, if you're looking at the top and the bottom of the stone, you're probably seeing that purple. It's an indication of what it's going to change to under different lights. So in fluorescent lighting, more blue-green, but already nice to get a sense of, okay, it's already starting to change, and look at that. Just lifting it up, you're seeing more and more of that stone turn purple right before our eyes, and that's a 32-pointer. 20 points in diamonds. There's going to be the bigger round brilliance right directly to the side, and then a few extras in the pave on that split design, and 20 points. Yes, 20 points in diamonds, but mostly in those bigger stones there in the rounds, and I could not be more thrilled about this value. This is a big one here, and alexandrite's tough, even in, because remember, this is not a small size. It might be for other varieties of stones, but not for the world of alexandrite. That's actually a really large size for alexandrite to get close to 1/3 of a carat and to have clarity. Oftentimes, and I talk about this, where a lot of the stones you might see out there tend to be very foggy. They tend to be included, yes, but it usually tends to have like kind of a hazy look to it. Overall, almost like a little fog or a little waxy appearance. This is bright and clean. It's only sized right now for my pinky, so that's why I'm trying it on there. It's not, I wouldn't say a pinky ring. It's just, again, it's a smaller size right now. So what we'll do is take it on down here for you and make this really, really affordable. So how about that one going on its way out in a hurry, I have a feeling, because we all love a good idea of owning alexandrite, but very few actually opportunities to make that a reality when they do tend to be tens of thousands per carat. And we love to see this one here, not $10,000 per carat, or certainly even $10,000 for the ring, or $10,000 or $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000. It's actually in the platinum, and we'll size it for you, and it's only $999 to get that one. So that's also a newly reduced price. You've seen it before, higher price. It was a great value, but it was a higher price. And now we're taking it to $999, and then your extra 10% off, which accounts for an extra $100 off. So that's a huge opportunity. And who got that yellow diamond pendant, Jess? Ronnie got it? Thank you, Ronnie. All right. Don't forget about this yellow diamond band we started with, because I know there's always a late arrival, and I always try to, see what's going on in the first couple of minutes. That band, one of the favorites that we sold out of the first time it was here, and I know there were a lot of you that missed out. That is also $9.99 if you'd like that diamond band with all that gold. And then we will have the trios coming up tonight, blowouts on rubies, Congolese tourmalines, and some of our 5 and 6 carat tanzanites that will be here as well. Here's the band I was telling you about. This is just fun. This is just a total departure from what we typically see, especially in the yellow diamond world. That is what I'm talking about. Have you ever seen a ring like that? I have not. With the gorgeous white pearls around it. And it takes, we always talk about so many diamonds. It's so tempting as a designer to put bigger diamonds in bridal type of styles. I would say this doesn't necessarily look like it has to be, left hand, ring finger. It just looks like it can go anywhere and be a style that's really, I don't know if I would use the word casual. There's such an important stone here, but you do have a very wearable, heavier band. It's 112-8835, and that's going to be 18 karat gold. I think you can tell all day. That's got that richness of 18 karat gold, especially when you see it there from the sides. But it's also a yellow diamond that is powerful, not the lighter. Can you imagine when you put a yellow diamond in 18 karat? That really is telling you something about your yellow diamond, because most yellow diamonds are not going to have a color that can stand up to an 18 karat gold richness about it, and this one does. And you've got a 1 carat 01 yellow diamond, again with the east-west setting, which we're seeing a lot of in the designer world, and you also have this beautiful South Sea pearl 4 of them actually, and they're 4mm, 4 stones, so 4 and 4, and that creates that 5 stone across the band. Now it's got everything. I love how it's recessed a bit, meaning the stones are actually set down in to the kind of the lips of the ring there, so it gives you a little bit of that drama. And then we've got, well, let's take a look at it on the hand here. So it's really just kind of easy to wear. You know, nothing's sitting up too high or too pronounced off the hand. Nothing's going to be in the way of what I would call everyday wearable. But look how beautiful this is. Do we agree? Beautiful stone, 18 karat gold, nice heavy substantial feel to that band, and new. Once again, with the brand new we're loving. Gosh, that's got a great smooth finish on the inside too. Here it is one more time up close, and let's get you a price. Now, I hope you don't mind. We got the brand new, as I mentioned, which I think is the most fabulous part of this event, is the fact we have so much of the brand new for you. So you're not just having to see the pieces you already know and the pieces you very likely already own if you love them. Now you get a better value on the brand new, which again, sure beats showing them on a regular night without a sale, where you're paying still a great value, but still more than you paid tonight. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, that's a good one. That band, I was going to buy it myself, but I will let your caller have it and let me know who that is. That's a beautiful ring. I love that one, so I know she'll or he or she will love it as well. But let's get this one out the door. A big yellow diamond, a beautiful, brilliant cut oval you see there, just sparkling like no other. And we'll make this, oh yeah, $79.99 is what it's supposed to be. That's a good value for a 1 karat yellow diamond, but we are taking it lower. So come on in. Not a time to wait to be on the phone lines, as we've discussed. Important to be ready to go as soon as you see a piece that you're interested in. You don't need to buy it, but you do want to give yourself that front of the line experience, so you can say yes first, but it's not $7,000. Even $6,000, and that's a beautiful way to get pearls that actually have that beautiful color where you're seeing more than just an ivory or a white. It's not just a soft white color there. It's the way those really have those pinks and purples and greens and blues all together in that gorgeous piece, and we will make it better than even $5,000. Big yellow diamond, 18 karat gold. What is not to love here? There's a lot happening in this ring that you just don't see. True one of a kind, not $49.99, not even $3,999. That is exciting. That really is. And here's what we'll do instead of $3,999. Big value, great classic everyday style. Sits again more like a band, but so much interest there. Maybe also you're thinking about June's birthstone and April's birthstone together. Whatever it means, but 18 karat yellow gold. The foundation of that ring is incredible, and I'll make it better than $39.99. One only. Call in quickly. $3,499 is your price tag, but that is not where it all stops. You've got an extra $350 coming off that price tag at checkout. So when you do say yes, if you say that ring is mine, you get to save another $350. It makes it $31.49 at checkout. So that's a big old value there, and we're awfully excited to bring that to you at $34.99. Okay, so again, you'll pay less. We have the Paraiba Bengal. I do have, so in addition to my 8 karat 10 emeralds, which somebody's got to grab, we have got a huge Mahenge spinel. I've got a 3 karat plus Mahenge. I did bring out this diamond band, which is our largest by far. It's got 5.5 carats in diamonds in that diamond band. I just want to wear it on my index finger all night long and just leave it there for forever. And then we have also a new Alexandrite that's larger. If you missed the 32 pointer, but you'd like something that's a bit larger, we have a nearly 1 carat in a marquise, and it is saturated. So we will bring that out. Now, last night, we had a very, very, very popular stone that completely sold out over the course of the evening. We had to bring out more and more impromptu, and we just brought out everything we could. I found one more, and this was the talk of the show last night. It was all about the golden pearls. Sold out everything we brought out, everything we had, and now we're talking about 5933, which is the largest of the golden pearls, and it's a beautiful designer ring as well. It's going to be 5933, and that is a 13 millimeter, also staying with the 18 karat yellow gold here as well. That is just beautiful, isn't it? So that's really exciting. And that has, look at the way that these tapered baguettes wrap around the sides there. And then you've got those interesting, I love a good prong, because if you can take designer details and if you can take what needs to be there as functional details in a ring, like the true practicality pieces we need. Like we need a prong. You need a prong. You need a good sized prong to hold a pearl that big. But I love when we made them designer and made them part of the design of the ring. Gives it the personality as well, like designer details like that, the way it holds that pearl in place. So you've got the 13 millimeter with 61 points in the diamonds. They do a subtle turn to wrap right around the sides, but this is so outstanding. And it's got more of a champagne golden, so it's like a lighter, and I don't mean champagne like brown. I mean just a lighter yellow, so that it's a little bit less golden. It's still in that golden category. These are all natural, so it's not like, oh, we just heated this one more, we just heated this one less. They don't work that way because they're all built within essentially the organic nature of the golden lipped oyster. So we know that they're natural, so that it just in turn gives you different color varieties out there. And you can see here what it looks like from the sides all the way around. It's got those details we love. So you can see the roundness of the pearl, which is the shape we most desire in a pearl. And then you've got those diamonds that wrap around. So here's what we've got. 61 points in the bigger stones individually. That's important to point out. You've got your 18 karat yellow gold. It stays that way. We're going to size it for you. And all you need to do, please dial. This is a major, major value. And we know what the 10 and 11s were doing last night. For anybody who is new to pearls though and says, well, a 10 millimeter and 11 millimeters, what I saw last evening. So 13 millimeters is really only another 3 millimeters in size. That is a huge difference. That's like saying that there's no difference between a 1 carat diamond and a 10 carat diamond, or a 1 carat diamond and a 5 carat diamond. We know that pearls run very similar. They parallel diamonds in that aspect, where you don't expect to get much bigger sizes for with these. It's really unusual. Every time you go up a step in a diamond size, even just a point, it becomes exponentially more rare. So when you start making bigger jumps, like a carat to a carat and a half, a carat to 2 carats, a carat to 3, a carat to 5, those are so infinitesimally, we're talking about just so much more rare to get something really, really exciting like that in a bigger size. That's how the pearls work too. There's only so big these, after all, these oysters can get. So most of the time, they only have a capacity of creating a 7 or an 8 or a 9, 10 millimeter. To get a 13 millimeter on its own is very, very unusual. So again, that's a whole different world when it comes to pearls, to be able to get that kind of size. And then of course, the way we've said it with all those diamonds, it looks fabulous. And it's gonna be a big old value, better than $59.99. Oh yeah, it is. It's where it started. Like to tell you on a sale event, because what good is a sale price if you're not sure how much you're saving or know where it began in the first place? So it's always helpful, I think, to know how much you're saving, what it would be at the best source in the world for jewelry values, which is right here. You found it. You're here with us 3 hours, Wednesday through Sunday. That's what we bring. But this is not 59 or 49 or 39. And I'm going to surprise somebody with this, because we even saw some much smaller pearls yesterday. Every one of them gone. I do have a necklace coming up that's brand new as well, that will also be in the golden pearl, which is going to give us an even larger stone. But this is where you could match and get a set if you wanted to. But it's not $39.29 or $19.99. And just alone, first, I have to say, when you're talking about a wide 18 karat gold band, just the gold in the band should be, anywhere you shop would be more than $2,000 right now. And this is why we're not in retail. Let's give you the big diamonds. Let's give you the massive pearl that is all natural, not dyed, not treated, not enhanced, not dipped in some kind of magic potion that makes it that color. And let's do better than $19.99 on the biggest golden pearl we have in a ring. And then we have a slightly bigger one in a pendant. And this will not even be $1,899. It will not be $1,888. It won't even be $1,799. And only just this one. And going off the fact that we had a lot of you asking for more, brought out what we could here tonight in the golden pearl, even a rare variety. We're stepping up big time and making it $1,777. Plus, that takes it down to only $15.99 for one caller, and you will never regret it, because there is something so special and rare about these stones that we just don't see any random place. Like, you can even go to the really high end. Let's say money is no object, so you're going to head out to the big, big designer world, and you're going to go to the big names, and you're going to walk in and say, show me what you have in big golden pearls. Most of the time, there is not going to be an option in a 13 millimeter size to show you, even if there's unlimited funds to spend. So when you're getting a stone like that, and it's down to $1,599, that's not what you can even buy a gold band for in today's day and age. So it's a big value, and hope somebody will get that one. And then we have the pearl pendant that I'll be showing you all the gold pearls that we have from the entire inventory between last night and tonight. Here is the new pendant that is also designer, and this has got a little more of that color we were seeing here last night. There's a little bit of that. It's all stored in this black velvet, so sometimes you see those little fuzzies on the surface there. But let's take a look at this with this interesting kind of a rotating bail, and it's 112-8816, and you can still grab the ring, and I hope you will. But this is the one that's going to get you a larger size here, because this will be 14.3 millimeters in that South Sea Golden Pearl, and then it has 18 karat gold still. A couple of diamonds set up in the bail, then it's got that wider style. It's kind of an oval shaped bail, and it's got some cutout details. So you might want to go with the chain that we gave you, because you can go wider, but it would block some of those cutout details. That's why we gave you the perfect 18 karat gold match in a box link chain that's also adjustable up to 18 inches in length. You can go shorter than that. There's 2 points in diamonds up front, and then what it does is you can actually rotate that bail, and if you don't want the diamonds one day, you have that look as well. Well, this is challenging with the rotation of the piece. Here we go. So you can see the other way. So that's how you can wear it as well, which is the same design, just sans diamonds. So you can wear that as well. The diamond weight is 2 points, so it's really just accents. But we're throwing in that chain, so that makes it, I think, a wonderful addition, because even if you're going, well, I don't need a chain. Well, okay. Well, then you can take it to that local jewelry store, and they'll give you, cold hard cash for that chain, or just give it as a gift to somebody who needs a gold chain, because 18 karat gold chains are not exactly inexpensive, ever. And certainly not today. So there's one way to wear it, and there's the other. So again, just a subtle difference. Design is the same, just diamonds on one side and plain gold with that etching on the other. But there's your length. I'm going to just pop in the ruler here so you can see the length top to bottom, and then don't be shy about getting on the phone lines tonight and letting us know. It's going to be a big Friday night party, and we may not have our typical Friday night audience, being that a big national holiday is what we're talking about. So it's a good time to just say, I'm just going to have Lola spend like an hour on just my items, whatever I'm looking for. We can do that for you. So there it is at 1 1/8 inch top to bottom. We'll show you here what it looks like from a distance away, so you can see what that's all about size wise as well, and having to compete with an emerald and a signet ring, and also some big crystals. But again, beautiful nonetheless, how you can see that great size that it has. We'll go back up close and bring you a big value on this brand new style that is here tonight. And again, there's your diamonds up front, so you see 3 of those diamonds in the bail, and this will complete. I know that, it just shows you, it's like, I'm a sports person, so I come from a sports background where that's how I spent my professional TV years before I got into the shopping business. And so it just goes to show you, last night it was all about the golden pearls. It's like every single day is different, but if you are really, if you're kind of on schedule with that amazing, I think a lot of people are realizing how rare pearls are, especially in exotic colors. It was the talk of the whole show last night, and now we're just bringing out a couple more that we did not have access to last night. This one being brand new, the pearl being in the vault, and a museum quality. And so just bringing you a few more of what clearly everybody was loving last night. But every day is different, right? Every day you don't know what kind of audience it's. I'm playing matchmaker up here, but blindly. So trying to figure out what all you need and what you're looking for and what you're loving. But I can tell you this, no matter what it is, like love the piece or maybe it's not your style, either way, the values are incredible and cannot be touched. So that's really the beauty of this. So how about this pendant going out for $14.99 instead? It's a bigger stone than the ring we just had, and yet it's a lower price, and we'll still take $150 off that price tag for you. So could not go wrong, and this is really, really important. So let me know if you like it, and we'll help you out with that one. But it's really a sensational style. Make sure you take advantage of it. $14.99, but you take another $150 off, it'll be $13.49. So that's extremely, extremely important, and we would love to have you take advantage of that. And that's the largest one of the whole batch, the whole inventory. That'll be the largest we've got for you. So impressive. Don't forget about the big diamond band. There's a 5.5 carat diamond band. Let me say that again, 5.5 carats. The last time I saw 5 carats in something was a big old bracelet, which is still here, by the way. Remember the big ID bracelet we showed you the other day? It's got about $490, I think it was. Well, that's here. Could be 10% off tonight if you like it. And then we also have that big band. All right, so how about diamonds by the yard? Yes, a gift idea. Is anybody doing any gift giving these days? It's summertime. There's always an occasion. And if not right now in the month of July, it's only a matter of time before, it's like blink and it'll be the holidays and it'll be winter time, and we'll be talking about Christmas time and gift giving and all of that. We have a wonderful gift opportunity for you that is going to be an extra 10% off in our one and only Diamonds by the Yard. And we do Diamonds by the Yard better than anybody. So I'm really excited about that. It's not just all museum pieces. We have plenty of affordable. I do have a pair of diamond earrings. They're going to be the baguettes and the rounds together. Our trapiche that's affordable is here. Our ruby is here that's also very affordable in a necklace. I have one pair of earrings and I love these. If you kind of like the ring that we started the show with, You know the ring I'm talking about, right? The ring with the wide gold and the diamonds. I like this for a similar look. It just feels like it's going to have a lot of the same popular vibe here. And of course, that's what we're looking for in today's day and age. When gold gets really pricey, a lot of us seek it out even more so. It's just the way it's always worked. I've seen it through the years, but this is 112-7851. And it's a beautiful, beautiful idea when you've got the earring that has this texture where it almost looks like, yesterday I was wearing that, you know, Issei Miyake pleated kind of look, right? Which is usually something we see in like a silk fabric where it's like that super, super fine pleating. This is like that, only in gold. So a little different when you're working with a silk, which is light as air. Pretty easy to manipulate it and have it create textures and do what you want to do. Very different when you're working with gold. When you're working with something like a precious metal that you have to really get very creative with as far as how you work it to make these designs possible. But the end result is beautiful when it's all said and done because you get that high shine still, but the way it's not just a flat surface, but instead has those very almost like a delicate look in the pleats. It is so fabulous, and yet this is the wider earrings that we're loving now, right? The whole style and trend has not only turned to hoops. Hoops are hotter than ever, but for a while it was all about the skinny hoops, right? Now it's about getting wider dimension hoops. Even when they're shorter in stature, shorter in diameter, we like the wider because they have that much more presence to them, so everybody sees them. And they look, in a way, almost more casual, even though you're getting a ton of gold weight. So here we go, 35 points in diamonds. That's a stack of 4 different rows in 4 different columns. Wait till you see them. They're actually a click enclosure. This is not a post and butterfly. That's what I love about a hoop that's all enclosed like this is, where they even have, look at that, they have the button closure, that's the button release, and then the inside under gallery. This is really about as well made and well done as a hoop that we've ever seen. And it's item number 112-7851. If you liked the texture we saw, or kind of the look of those diamonds stacked among gold that we saw in the first ring of the night, this is going to be, I think, very similar for you. I think you're going to like this as well. And when do you see a solid, heavier hoop where it's got that button release? That's important as well. But this has 35 points in diamonds. They're solid 14 karat yellow. They are still mirror finished. I want to show you from a distance what they look like here as well, so you can see how they will look. Let me get a really good grip on those because look at that. That's just fabulous. See how there's almost a chatoyan effect across? So even though the pleating is going east to west, you get that shine that runs north to south. So really beautiful. And then of course they're that wider look. They almost remind me of a really high-end watch band in a way. They're a little over the ½ inch mark, so that would be 5/8 of an inch. And then again, you're going to utilize that little button in the back. That's what you press down. When you do press that down, it's going to open up the lock that's inside. Now, as far as putting them on, they fasten very easily. It's just a matter of simply push them together. And when you do, they're going to align and lock perfectly for you, so that there's really, no difficulty in putting them on, that's for sure. But this is, again, substantial, and you're going to see what they look like here from a distance away to really see how beautiful. And keep in mind, we're without a light tonight, so it's going to be a little bit darker, but this is really, look at that, still glowing in darkness, still showing you that beautiful look of that gold mirror finishing. You can see how they would stack beautifully with anything else. They almost look like a line style when you see them here. They almost look like that just straight up and down vertical drop we love, and yet you've got that shine that you see every time you move. They have that beautiful look about them, so they're really fabulous. Let's go back to the wheel. We're going to take another look at them and bring them down from that $3,299 price tag. Make it a lot more affordable. Do come on in, because this is not a time to wait and sit back and go, I don't know, maybe I should do it, maybe I should. The values don't get any better than where they're at tonight. That's the fact. This is the sale event, and by the way, discounting doesn't get better than 10% off. You just don't see that. So this is the time to say, I'm going to treat myself, get something. I'm going to get something good, something I know in this case, I think you're going to wear that a lot. It's a gold and diamond hoop. Something that is really classic but updated to bring you something you don't already have sitting in the jewelry box already, and not 32 or 29. We are blowing them out right now. And that is going to be, boy, they were tough to get open in the first place, and now I can't get them off my ear. They've clearly never been opened before. And we'll help you out. So Christine, did she still want to see the other ring that I had pulled for her or no? No? Okay. Well, Christine, I've got now 2 requests for you, and I'm assuming it's the same gal because they're both diamonds. All right, so we'll show you what we can do here on this earring instead of even $19.99. I think we need to go lower than that, don't we? We want a Friday night 4th of July to remember, don't we? That's what we're looking for. The 4th is here. And this is where, again, we want to party, and this is that beautiful, almost looks like a sunshine style because it has that gorgeous glow about it. And they are not going to be 19. Even $1,500, we're here to blow out some jewelry. 35 points of the best in diamonds. You don't need a million diamonds to look great when they're VS stones. You've got it here, and they're not going to be even 15, 14. Oh, I will make sure you can have them, and proudly, and we'll make them better yet. Not even $13.99. We'll make them $12.99. That way, $11.69 gets them to you here before we go to a couple requests for, let's see, we got a request for Julie. We've got a request for Christine. And Stephen, we still have your request standing by if you're ready to see the cornflower blue that looks like you've thought about from the past. So we will show you whatever it is we can bring from the vaults. But get ready for, I've got two now. Christine, they could be different people, but let me just show what I have in diamond rings for you. And we'll show you two different options that look a little bit floral. One looks very high-end floral, I will say. And then we'll show you those next. But $11.69 is your price at checkout if you'd like to get either the hoops there, and they're only in the yellow gold. And then we've got a couple diamond options for you. We will see Brazilian Paraíba in a ring here tonight as well. And we have stud earrings that are major 1 carat bezel set studs. They end up looking like 2 carat. So yeah, love that too. All right, so there are hoop earrings with the button release. And then here we go. Christine, we've got 2 rings. I don't know if you asked for one or the other or both, but again, I've got your name on them. So let's show you what we have here in either that more floral style or what I call the quatrefoil style. 2 different looks. And then Jane, we also have your copper bearing rubelite coming out to play as well. And here we are. And Andy, was that for Jane's specific request? Because I have others here that I pulled. You got it. All right, I've got 2 then to show her as well. So we've got you, Jane. But here we are, 2 diamond rings. Feel a little bit floral. This one, really your classic 7-stone cluster ring. This one comes to more of those points. Now, the diamond weights are going to be 61 points in platinum on the left. It's item number 5968. Or you can get about double that on the right side. It's about double the diamond weight. It's a carat 14 on the right side, and that's a gold color choice because it is gold. Platinum's only in white, right? So you don't have there's no yellow platinum or rose platinum or any other color. This is just platinum is a white metal. It's on the left side. The right side is item number 0537. That goes back a ways to a different era, which is really going to help you on the value. And either way you'd like to go here, there's a big time value happening. So the left side, these are both one of a kinds. So please let me know. This one I can change the gold. This one has to stay in platinum. We will try them on. We're going to start with the 61 pointer here. Let me show you side by side what they look like together. If you are clearly, you can see that the one is quite a bit larger here than the other as far as the scope and scale. But again, both bright as can be with those brilliant diamond rounds. This one's 61 points in platinum. This one is a carat 14 in the gold of your choice. So we can, again, mix and match that if you want. And we'll do, well, this is the beautiful thing, is that this one is going to be, well, it's a little more affordable. That'll be $9.99, and this one's going to be down from $2,000. This is very, very luxury designer. It looks reminiscent of one of the most probably well-known jewelry motifs in the world. This one's only going to be $1,399 each with 10% off, yes. Okay, the yellow gold, which one? Designer earrings. Okay, the ones we just had the hoops. All right, sounds good. And then here we go with our options in diamonds for Christine. So 61 points in platinum is $9.99. It'll be $8.99 at checkout. And this one, the 114 in diamonds, is down to $13.99. And congratulations. Sounds like we're verifying on those hoops now at this point, and hope you will, again, enjoy those. I know you will. They're really pretty. And then we've got those big, big diamond bands coming your way. Still have our golden pearls to consider as well, if you want some of the golden pearls, either the pendant or the ring. And how about that east-west set yellow diamond with pearls? Yes, we had that one too. So let's get to a couple more requests. Julie had a request for some studs, and they're always a good buy. You know, that's the kind of thing. Studs are usually pretty classic. If you buy a stud, if you own a stud, you're probably wearing it every single day. Well, that's why you want to invest, in my mind, in good ones, because there's so many ways right now where, truthfully, you're just mostly getting diamonds that are lab grown. At this point, it's pretty much almost all that's out there. So we're really proud to still be here offering not just natural diamonds, because natural diamonds can mean usually still really brown or yellowy or kind of low quality. We're bringing you the high-end, top quality VS stones, and yes, they're in a fabulous stud earring. So Let me see if I can polish that one up a little bit. It's item number 4153. These are 1 carat total weight here in your stud earrings, and they're going to be a very quick presentation. Well, it looks much better now that it's polished. And then we've got the bezel setting, which actually does really help out to make that diamond look larger. And I've yet to meet a gal who says, no, please, I really prefer and like a smaller diamond. Most of us enjoy the idea of a larger diamond, but what gets in the way of that is always about the price tag. Or maybe you can't get the quality you want in a larger size. And so then you're having to downgrade the quality standard you have just to get the size you want. I think we can really, again, when you've got the best values and the leaders in the world on value, you can bring everything. And that's what we certainly strive to do. So here it is in a fabulous, fabulous look. And again, I'm zoomed way, way back. We'll show you a little closer so you can really evaluate how gorgeous these individual diamonds are, wrapped in bezels, smooth so that you don't need to worry about anything catching on anything, whereas up close as our camera lens will allow us to get so you can really see how bright they are, and then we'll try them on for you. But they are really just, again, that's a classic, but we've upgraded it with the bezel because when you see the baskets, yeah. I'm sorry, what? The earrings are still here? All right, so the earrings are here. Those hoop earrings, if you were disappointed that they were gone, they're still here actually. So the yellow gold and diamond earrings, the designer style hoop that I just had for you, they're here if you'd like them. And then here we are bringing down a price tag on a hoop stud, or rather stud, that's going to be very, very, very easy to wear anywhere you'd like. Doesn't have to be just primary, could be anywhere on the ear, second piercings, thirds, fourths, fifths, tenths, whatever you got. But this is beautiful because that big bezel makes them so much larger. I love that we're showing off here with that white gold bezel. So you see how white and bright the diamonds are, and they're gonna be only $24.99, and they'll be $250 off that price. So again, and we have all the requests that I've shown you are still here, and so you can definitely take advantage of those as well if you'd like to. That means Linda's request for the ruby's still here, Christine's request, they're just open to anybody who would like them, so don't feel like you need to sit back. This happened a lot last night too. So we've got requests for you, and then there it is from a distance. I'll show you the measurement. How many times do we put a ruler next to a stud? You know it's pretty large if we can put a ruler and actually measure it, not in just millimeter sizes, but in an over 1/4 inch diameter here. And this is what they look like on, because why not see them here from a distance as well, so you can really see what they look like from a distance away to get a better idea of the size that you're getting. So again, really important look there. And yes, you could actually, wear them, stacked up if you'd like to. So no problem there. But they're a really good size diamond stud there, and back to the wheel we'll go. So thank you, Julie, for the request. They're always fabulous to bring. They're $22.50 at checkout, and we will show Jane's request coming up, which is going to be our rubellite. Now, this is more than a rubellite because it's also copper bearing. And it's interesting, they've all got a little bit different purple pink variety here, but we're going to see one now that is really very much, I would say, down the middle here. It's got that pink, but it's got a little purple. It's got a water spot, which I'll clean up here as well. And then we'll zoom back to a proper ring depth here, so you can see what it's all about. Happy 4th, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've only got about 2 hours left of our sale, so I want to make sure you're taking advantage of anything you need, and we'll help you out. But this is, let me just give it a quick polish. And then I do have a larger and I do have a smaller for you, Jane, as well. The larger is going to be a little out of the price range that I hear you're looking for, but I do have, this stone is $287, and there you can see it's all polished up and clean now, so it looks much better. It's item number 8568. I did bring something out a little bit more simple. It's a 3-stone style. You can also take advantage of if you'd like to, and it's just simple. It's got the diamonds on either side, and it looks like this. So if the colors are pretty similar, so if you do like that stone, it's going to be the larger way to go. And then if you like a little cleaner and more elongated cushion, they are both what we call cushion cuts, but you see the variety of cutting is different. And then you decide which one you like. Of course, the bridge is going to bring you a lot of diamond weight there, and that's going to have a carat 06. And then if you like the 3-stone style, Jane, on the right, that's going to be a stone that's a little smaller. It's a 340. No, it's a larger stone. Wait a minute. We got the larger stone, but smaller diamond weight. So this works too. That way you've got a really good collectible size there, and we'll make either one really affordable. And there's only going to be a little bit of difference in price. So if you're really enjoying the style that you have, either way, if you want more diamonds or less, that's just, again, what we can bring you. and certainly bring the price down on each so that either way it's going to be as affordable as we can possibly make them. There's our bridge, there's our larger stone, but really individual big diamonds there. You've got the 18 points, that means 9 points each, and they are going to be on their way out. The bigger one in the bigger diamond mounting, that's bigger gold weight, bigger stone, or rather the smaller stone, but big look to it. That's going to be actually, we'll bring that down from $89.99 and make that $39.99 if you like that one. If you like the bigger stone but the smaller diamond weight, the more simple 3-stone style, that one's only $29.99. So 2 great options where either way there's both certainly a lot of savings going on there to get a hold of. So I would recommend them highly. Take advantage of either one you like. Don't forget those gold and diamond earrings, those like pleated earrings that we had earlier. They're still available if you'd like to get them. I know we turned a few away, but again, call us back in here and we'll get you those because our first caller did not take those. So we can still have those for you. And then we go $39.99 left side or $29.99 on the right. And let me know which one you prefer or if we can work on something else. I do have a larger one, but it's 8 carats. So the price tag is going to get a little bit steep. It's going to get a little pricier, but that is also a little more of a rubelite color. Still got some of the purples in there. That's our 8 carat pear shape with 129 in diamonds. Same material, same copper bearing, really, really luxury stone there. And that's going to be a little bit more. Then we have tanzanite pendants and earrings coming up for you as well. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see on this big, big Friday night, our holiday, 4th of July Friday. Stephen, we've got your request here waiting in the wings if you'd like to see it. And then rubies coming up before our top of the hour gets here. Rubies, already showed you one marquise cut. And now we've got ovals coming up, the more classic shape in ruby on the way. And don't forget, there's a large certified diamond. I have an orangey diamond. It's an orangey, it's actually listed as an orange brown diamond. It's a 1 carat size. It's GIA certified. That's here as well. So lots to get to, but I've got the rubelites copper bearing. These are what museums would love to have. Museums would beg me to not sell them so that they could show them and display them in their cases. And yet here we are just saying, let's give them away. It's a sale. Let's blow them out. Let's give them away. Let's give you an extra 10% off, which either is $300 off or $400 off, depending on which one you choose. And let's show them on the hand here. So this one looks like a teeny size, and it is. So I'll show them together here side by side accordingly. But there you can see the colors are really spot on, I would say. That's going to be our 287 with the 106. And there's that larger stone because of that elongation. And Jason, what are they looking for? Rubies, anything in particular, bigger or smaller? I have a whole wheel coming up of under 1 carat stones, and then I can get you a 1 carat stone that's also going to be discounted. You mean that? Same cut as this? Don't have one. I don't have a ruby that size, number one. I definitely don't have that cut. That's a cushion cut, elongated. Rubies aren't usually cut that way. So the best I can do is oval or marquise, or I think I've got 1 pear shape in the rubies. Yeah, this is a rare cushion cut. Is not something you see with rubies. So I think I've had 1 or 2 emerald cuts over the years, but not too much, yeah, in the rubies that are cut like that. All right, so next up, we'll move along. Did we hear from Jane? Nope. Okay, what's she need? Smaller? Bigger. Okay. Well, did you see the 8 carat? Gets a little bit out of the budget, but it's a really good stone. You said you have an item number? Oh, okay, good. Oh, okay. That always helps. If there's a specific item number, that helps a lot. All right, so good. We'll work on that for you, Jane. So it sounds like she's going to leave those for everyone else. And then we've got our ruby selection coming up. Well, thank you for the request. I've been over on the request, but I appreciate the request nonetheless, as long as we're showing you something you kind of like. But let's take a look here at what we have here in the rubies and the ovals and rovals here. It's going to be all 3, same price, just a little ruby blowout for you. It's what we do on Burma. And this is a really tough ruby to get anywhere else in the world. So there's a lot of Mozambique stones out there and a lot of other varieties that we don't really even speak of because they're much lower quality. So I much prefer to bring you quality no matter what and still find a way to mark down those prices. Well, this is a blowout wheel. So what an exciting time to get in on a ruby. They're all set in platinum. And I just had the kindest compliment today. It was one of our longtime viewers, and she was just writing in to explain how she watches all the networks, and she really admires what we do as far as honesty and integrity. And you know what, just as a side note, in Myra in Florida, if you happen to be watching tonight, I thank you for that, because honestly, you made my day, because it's really what I strive so hard to do in a business that is a little bit, how can I say this politely? The business is not always on the up and up. I've been in the jewelry business 25 years now running, so I can speak on it. And it really is, it's a business that there's a lot of corners cut and there's a lot of tricky things. And I gotta say, I'm happy to try and bring some integrity and honesty to a business that isn't always. And I'm really, really proud of that. And I've gotta say that for those of you out there that are savvy enough to know and admire and see that, and see the difference between what we do and what, quite frankly, everyone else does, I'm really proud of that, because I've been here 9 years for a reason. I'm the host of the show for a reason, and I really believe in that. So whether you've been a longtime viewer of mine or whether you're very new, we stand on principle, and I never will waver from that quality expectation that I have for myself, for my family, for my loved ones. That jewelry quality standard has to be there. And I just go to show you that we work really, really, really hard to sharpen the pencil so that everybody can enjoy the high quality jewelry that normally would be reserved elsewhere for just like really, really multimillionaires and billionaires. So we're really proud of that. And also at the same time being very, very genuine and open and honest with the quality that you're getting, because that really, again, I'm not interested in selling you something just one time. I'm interested in building relationship, as I have with so many people, that has gone on for decades. And that's really the honor for people that choose to shop with me. I have people that shop with me once a decade, and they watch every single show and they never buy, and that's totally wonderful. And you know what? That is a huge compliment, because I know not everyone's buying fine jewelry every single day. If you are, God bless you. If I would love to just sit back and buy fine jewelry every day, but again, this is more of a special thing. But when you find the piece that you love, it's nice to know that you've got someone who is going to deliver what they say and give you a value that nobody else can. And that's really what I'm so proud of. So let's take a look at this ruby value and this ruby wheel that we have, because, you know, not everybody does that these days. And it's a tough business, you know, when you got gold going absolutely nuts and everything else. It's tough to bring value. So it's really exciting that we still can, and we admire those of you that that do take notice of that. So here we are with our platinum. Now I've got all three are going to be light 1 carat. It's what we call, this one's going to be the, let me just show you which is which here. I'm already admiring that one. That's got some serious blues coming through, doesn't it? That's going to be our 73 pointer. And then I also have this one in the middle, that's also 73. So your first two 73 pointers, and then this is actually the bigger one. 84 points in that center roval, and 64 points in diamonds, 82 points in diamonds, and also here 55 points in the diamonds, both baguettes and rounds, really big baguettes there. So altogether, a beautiful, beautiful trio. And yet here comes the great price. This is this month's birthstone, which is why we decided to bring them out as a trio and show you a new markdown on, well, they're very, very new. So that's exciting to see, but also a big value to save you a bundle, get you the piece you love. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm so honored you're with us. It is really, really exciting. It's like you've come to the big birthday party of the year here, and we're so excited for that. Platinum and rubies, and all the best prices, not going to be $49.99 any longer. And there's a difference between rubies that are okay quality, average quality, and then you've got literally the best here. And that's what we're so excited about. So instead of $49, $39, or $29, we're blowing them out. That's the whole beauty of this trio. They're all similar enough to be together, but you can really choose the mounting or maybe the stone that is speaking to you the loudest. But here's what we're going to do instead of even $19.99. Got to start dropping prices here dramatically just to make sure we're getting everybody set up. And then I have an oval later that's a carat plus. It's one that I had the other day. You might have seen it. We're going to bring it to you tonight so we can bring you that 10% extra off. But let's make this really affordable. 19, 18, 17, I'm in jewelry giveaway mode. It's basically what you've got to do on one of the busier nights of the year as far as when everyone's kind of out and about. So we have to really make these values extra special. That's exactly what I'm doing. Been doing it for an hour so far. We got 2 hours left to go. So glad you're with us tonight. It's an honor to have your company. Let's blow them out for even better than $17.77 or $16.99. Really, truly making these disappear here as quickly as we can. That's what we got to do tonight. Got to find a way. Blow out some jewelry, get you the best values, take them all down, make them $1,599 instead. And that means you got $160 extra off. So a big value there and an extra savings you're going to take advantage of. So you've got them all the way on down where you've got $160 saved. Keep in mind what that comes down to at checkout. It's $14.39, and that will be the way to get a ruby at the most affordable price. I've got that bigger 107 coming up. It's got a few pink diamonds and white diamonds together, and that's going to be here shortly. But Diamonds by the Yard at the top of the hour. We are going to bring you diamond earrings and hoops. We have got a Marquise Alexandrite, one of a kind that is brand spanking new. Let me show these on the hand first too, so you can see what they're going to look like if you cannot decide yet, and seeing them on the hand is going to be a little bit easier way to determine which one is for you. There they are stacked up, so you can see here they're all still glowing, all still giving those what we expect from the Burma, which is blue-red, great quality, amazing color, and the clarity as well. So anyway, we'll move on from those. We've got 1 minute till our top of the hour here, and we have quite a few pieces from the first hour. So, you know, if you're thinking about any one of them, you might want to get on the phone lines, because what happens is as the night wears on, I've done enough 4th of Julys in my career to probably about 22 of them to know that this night is going to get busier as the night goes on. So certainly as we see more people get in from their evenings out, and, you know, when you see your 20 minutes of fireworks and then you come on in, it's going to be a great night to take advantage of what you've seen earlier. But also keep that in mind, is that you want to grab these pieces now before they're gone to somebody else, because we get really busy at the end of these shows. So that's something to remember. We also have another trio coming up later. It's going to be our Congolese stones, and then we also have a Tanzanite trio. Blowouts on blue wings. Last call on them before they head off to the museums. We'll have some 5 and 6 caraters that are going to come on down in price. But there's something here I need to share with you that is our Diamonds by the Yard. And it is our easiest, most affordable, most versatile, most giftable, and it's coming up right now. It is the 5-stone Diamonds by the Yard necklace, which gives you the same look you would get in the higher end versions, but still keeps it very, very affordable. Take a look at the hand here, and we'll see what we've got. Again, welcome into the show. We'll be welcoming everybody officially in a moment, but look at that. DBTY is what I shorten. It's an acronym for Diamonds by the Yard, but it's going to be 1110456, and it's the 5-stone style, so the diamonds really go across the neckline from one side of the neckline to the other as you're wearing it. So what that means is here to here, it's basically 3/4 of the way around the actual necklace. And what that does usually is just going to be where you see the diamonds, because when you put them through the back, that's something that a lot of people will never ever see. Think about it. If you're wearing a collar, if you have your hair down, no one's ever going to see diamonds that are back here anyways. So this is really a versatile style where it puts all the diamonds you paid for up front where everybody can see them. And of course, there's no right or wrong way to wear it. These are bezels that are open front and back, so as it turns and moves, it's always going to show you the brilliance of your diamonds. 31 points is the total weight. Of course, that makes those diamonds really significant in individual size, because that breaks down where each stone is right about 6 points, but maybe even a tad bigger. And we actually don't just have white gold here. We have the ability to do limited, but yellow gold, rose gold, and white gold. And maybe that's something you want to start stacking. Maybe you want to get one in layer. Maybe you like your 202 or your 1 carat, but you're ready to get maybe the smaller version for gifting, whether that's for multiple people on your list. Maybe it's for all the daughters or granddaughters. Maybe it's for all the sisters or all the girls in the book club or whatever it is. That's going to be the way to go with our 31 pointer, because it's affordable and you're still giving something that's like the ultimate high-end luxury, which is diamond and gold jewelry. There is nothing more luxurious. Platinum is 1/3 of the price of gold. So even platinum, which is lovely, and sterling silver, which is great and it's its own precious metal, none of them have anywhere close to the value that gold has. And yet we didn't do this in a plating of gold. We did it in solid gold. So the necklace itself, well, that's where we get really creative here. We put in the 18-inch length overall, but you also have some O-rings that allow you to do 16 or 17, which are really, it comprises the 3 classic lengths of chains. So 16, 17, and 18, so you never need to worry a thing about what she prefers in length. We do the odd number of stones so you can easily find the center, which is right there, and then you've got them equally spaced to go right through the base of the neckline. And it's not going to be $9.99. This is giftable. This is 10% off. This is a style that is going to rapidly increase the next time we bring it to you, because gold goes up, diamonds go up, everything goes up, including labor. So if we had to make this again today, we'd be looking at a cost of over $9.99. And just to run a business, it means you should probably get a couple of pennies more than that to just keep the lights on. We are not doing that. We are giving you a 4th of July holiday special. I don't know if there's anything more classic than this necklace, anything that's more universal or wearable than this necklace, and the fact it's not even $9.99 is really what makes it so wonderful with those big VS diamonds. And have we compromised diamond quality? Are we giving you some low-end diamond? We don't do that. I don't care if it's a bracelet, an earring, a necklace, or a ring. It all has to have that high standard of VS material. Otherwise, what is the point? We don't want to bring it unless it's our high quality standard. That's, after all, why so many of you are here and have committed any jewelry shopping you need to us here at TVON, because you know you're going to get that quality. We don't have a million different people and vendors and styles and where some of it's used and some of it's not, and some of it's meet up and some of it's not, and some of it's quality and some of it's not. We just do one level. We only do the best. That's all we do. We never have to ever waver from that. And I hope we never do, because that's what people rely on us to do now. And we're not making it $888 or $777. There's a reason it is our welcome to the show, top of the hour, happy Friday, happy 4th special. You work hard, you've earned this. And in that summer sunshine right now, when you've got on, what were you wearing today for that barbecue? A beautiful sundress, maybe a tank top, maybe at a beach day, whatever it is. I don't care how casual or dressy you are. I don't care what your personal aesthetic and style is. I don't care really what your birth certificate says. You all can wear this, and everybody you know, every woman you know that wears jewelry, every woman you know that doesn't wear jewelry, they would wear this style necklace, and it's not going to be $6.99. We're blowing it out best way we know how. VS diamonds and gold and all that versatility. And we're already busy on the phone lines, and I do have a limit on what I have here. We only have a certain number available in the white, the yellow, and the rose, and when they're sold out, they're gone, and the price will be returning higher. So this is where you need to shop it, unless you're made of money and you don't care if it's more money next time around. If it's $1,500 and that doesn't bother you, okay, fine. But if you love to save money, because who doesn't, it is going to be $599. And that gives you a $60 extra savings. It will be $539 at checkout. So what a value that is on a necklace that is one of our all-time favorites. Bestseller, must-have, gorgeous look. It's lightweight. I'm not a necklace person, you guys know that, but this one I can wear every single day. You never have to worry about it. You don't even have to take it off, except for every now and then you might want to clean it. That's it. You put it on, and how many times have we heard this from shoppers right here at TVON, where any of our DBTYs, they buy it, they get it, they open it, they put it on and never take it off. It's like it's permanently affixed, right? There is such a thing as permanent jewelry right now. It's trending right now. This is where you're getting a beautiful value on something you will wear day in and day out. Night in and night out. That's what you put on and leave on. And never, it always is going to work with other pieces. It's always going to look great layered. It's always that beautiful, perfect touch that no matter what, you are dressed to the nines suddenly in jewelry, even when you're not dressed up. And I think that's tough. As someone who, I just personally, my personal style and aesthetic has always been more dressy. I really enjoy fashion. I really enjoy unique pieces. I really just have always, I mean, I was in high school, I wasn't best, I wasn't like, smartest or most likely to succeed, but I was best dressed. And I wear that badge proudly, because I just have always loved fashion and looking like my best. I feel like, we just, as humans, just present ourselves well, and it makes us feel good. And so I feel like there's certain ways where still, if we're not living dressy lifestyles, if we're not always going out, there's still, it's tough to look perfect and pulled together in jewelry. How does one do that without looking overdone, without putting on gobs and gobs of jewelry? That's not always appropriate for every day. So how do you look like, again, perfectly just well dressed and put together every day? That necklace right there. That necklace is how you do it. And it, again, does not matter if you never even leave the house one day. That's okay. You're still wearing that necklace, and you're still looking fabulous for yourself and all the folks you live with. And that's really, I think there is something about wearing your style well and having those pieces, those foundation, fundamental, must-have, enjoy it everyday pieces. And you can't say that about everything. I know that 99% of my jewelry I never wear. It's absolutely true. I have way too much jewelry as it is, but I don't wear most of it. And so I really now I'm thinking, well, I have this amazing collection that I couldn't wear in 5 lifetimes. So why don't I just invest in the pieces that I know I'm going to wear all the time? And that's what my new philosophy is. And this is that piece right here. This is that piece. When you've got all the collectibles you need, when you've got the stones you love, when you've got the sentimental pieces that were gifted to you from a loved one and you enjoy those, this is what you need to have. is the everyday wearable, but you're doing it in incredible quality and you didn't have to break the bank to do it. So $539 on that one. We'll move on. We've got Paraíba in a bangle. I have our big diamond band, which is our 5.5 carat band. We've never had anything like this before. It is just the ultimate high level. You know, I was talking to a gal, she missed out, and she's very devastated that she missed out on a piece the other day. And it was a big diamond. She missed out on our 1.5 carat diamond, and she is, you know, not happy about it. And I promised her I'll do everything in my power to try and make one. But this is the kind of jewelry that if you're into big, bold jewelry designs, this is something that needs to be considered and looked at and really thought about. And truly, it's so wearable despite the size. This is just, if you love diamonds, it would be tough to deny. We've done 4 carat versions and 2 carat versions. This is 5.5 carats in diamonds. So I just wanted to give it a look here. It's 112-7822, and keep calling on those DBTYs. You're going to see this ring up close and personal as well. And here's what it looks like. Wow, all those. Now you see, you don't get to 5.5 carats in diamonds without going individually large on all those stones. So you see how those look. And keep on calling. We got white, yellow, and rose gold on those DBTYs for you. So a great buy there. And then here we go. Lots of brand new coming up for you. $549 on this band. Hey, Stephen, if you're out there, we've got a request waiting for you as well. So like to make sure you're with us so that you don't call me at some other date and go, what happened to my request? And then you found out it sold to somebody else. So hey, everybody, welcome into Friday night. Hi, everybody. Happy 4th of July. I hope you've had a wonderful holiday so far. Hope you enjoyed some time off, friends and family. So honored you're with me tonight. Thank you very much. We have 2 hours left to go in this 4th of July event. I will be with you tomorrow morning and Sunday morning, and that's it for our week. So I just want to remind you of our schedule this weekend. The weekend shows are in the morning hours on the West Coast, at least at 10 a.m. And our evening shows are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'd like to let you know about that. But we are live right now, and somewhat alive. I mean, I don't know. I'm just here ready to show you what you like and give away some jewelry. So if this is a diamond band that you would love to own, $549. Nothing else in our entire inventory like it. I get it. For most people, it's going to be too much. But for those of us that go, no, no, no. No, I can never have too many diamonds. This is for you. And it's going to be a wonderful value. And did we ever find what Jane was looking for? Okay, so just I don't want to leave anybody like wondering. Okay, so Jane, I guess we're still working on your ring. And then I do have something for Carol in a blue sapphire. But let's talk about this diamond band. $549, only one though. So not going to last very long. I think we understand that. Goes side to side. Every diamond in it is very large. And these are like classic go-tos. I bought my first dome ring before I was in the business. And I still have that ring and still wear that ring because it's kind of that go-to when you just need something that just looks fabulous, but is Sparkle City. That's what this is. And so whether you're wearing it for special occasions or every day, that just kind of depends on your own personal preference, but that is an incredible look. And you see the diamonds. First of all, that midsection there, which is the bulk of it, that's really, really wide. And you can see how massive those diamonds are. As far as the side borders, that's going to be a little different. The borders are going to be where you have a little more of the, it's a channel setting, still really big diamonds, but a channel setting instead. So the very outside edges are recessed a bit compared to that slightly dome style that you have that's going around the rest of the way. We'll show it on the hand again. We've got it only in the white gold. It's all 14 karat, and that is a lot of white gold. I'd love to give you a gram weight, except I don't know what ring size you are, but if you're a size 6, I can estimate it. Right now, it's probably 20 grams in gold. I mean, I'm just estimating it here. It's a really, really good lit ring, and you can see there from the sides, you're still gonna see nothing but diamonds from one side to the other. That's how it looks. It just is super stunning. I would love to see it worn here on the middle finger, and you could probably, I'll see if I can get on the index finger for you as well. But that's going to be a wonderful value. We've got it marked down from $17,999. Let's also keep in mind that most retailers get $25,000 a carat for diamonds like this. So if you're thinking about what does that amount to in a $549, let's get you the exact. It's $137,200. Actually, I said I was going to try to put on my index finger. Let's do that for you as well. So there you can see it on the index finger also. And it's not going to be $137,000 or $18,000. So aren't we just, again, thankful that you can shop VS Diamonds through TVON instead of retail, because how many people out there are spending $130,000, $140,000, $150,000 on one piece of jewelry? Well, the news is there are people that do that. every day. And we're excited that we can say, get that quality, don't let the quality waver, and get you a better value than 17, than 10, than $99.99. We don't sell commercial grade diamonds. We leave that to everybody else. There's enough people out there doing that, and there's enough people doing lab grown. So we're gonna just be really kind of out on an island, all out here by ourselves, doing our own thing, where we're still bringing not just the natural material, but also the VS material, so you get all the best. But that's also a lot of gold. You cannot, I've tried, you can't jam pack 5.5 carats in diamonds into a little bit of gold. You can't do that. It would be, we're all trying as a business and an industry, we're all trying to figure out how to do that because gold is so pricey right now, but you just can't. It's not an option. So this is a really big gold presence as well. In addition to the big diamond weight, it's not just all about the diamond weight, and we're gonna go less than 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. I'm getting close to commercial grade diamond pricing if they were loose. The kinds of diamonds you gotta buy to cut other diamonds, commercial grade, or the kinds of diamonds that are set in rings that you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, those kinds. We're blowing this out right now where it's not even $69.99. We will make this yours, and call me early. Carol, your request is next. We will do that for you, and let's make this easy. How about $5,999, but you get $600 off, so $53.99 at checkout for that one and only. Good luck. That's a very, very important style right there. And that dome, just incredible, isn't it? It is just specialty. So one of our best. And we can do a version that's 4 carats, but this is a totally different level to reach that 5.5 carat mark like this has, and to get you that style. High style it is, and it's a looker. You will not miss it. Nobody can, nobody will. It's just a big old beautiful piece there, and a classic as well. Nothing beats the dome styles. Again, I've been wearing one like this for like 30 years, and so it's an impressive look. So we've got a blue sapphire coming up for Carol. Hi, Carol. This is actually, there's a bigger version too. That's what Stephen was asking for. But here is our beautiful royal blue sapphire. 112-1935. Continue to get requests, and if you have them, we've got about an hour and 45 minutes left to bring out your request, whatever it may be. But this is 104 and let me come in a little closer, because I'm not going to have anything as big as that last ring for the rest of the evening. So we'll come in a little closer here, take a good look at our 104 royal blue sapphire, and that color not too dark. That's exactly what you want a royal blue to look like. This is also 70 points in diamonds as well. So you've got the pave along the sides. We've got this great halo. You can see the inside, and I like looking at it this way, not just to admire the undergallery, but look at the clarity of that stone from the inside. It's a lot easier to read clarity of a well-cut gem by looking at the interior as well as the exterior, okay? So you've got a very clean sapphire. It's a one only. Let's auction it off. I don't know what else to do, except for that $39.99 price tag is a little different from where I last saw it. So let's make this really interesting tonight. Let's make this helpful to anybody and everybody who wants a sapphire. We're gonna do something a little crazy here. And I know we should be getting $49.99 all day, every day. Royal blues like that are very important. We're going to take it lower, so all you have to do is dial in. Please let me know if you like it. We're going to change the gold color if you want to. We've got the finished inside, and I'm not going to start at $49.99. And yes, you will get a 10% off. I know it's not allowed, so forgive me, I'm breaking the rules here just to get the phone lines lit up. Giving you an opportunity to own the ring for less than it ever should be via the auction. So now is when you need to dial in, because it's not going to be even, it's not going to be 4,000 or 3,000 or 25. How about 3,000? You know what? Skip that. Let's not even go. 3,000 or 25 or even $2,000. I want to take it less. This is your moment. Come on in and do not wait, because there are crazy things happening on this 4th of July, 2025. So this is what any sapphire would love to own. Take a look. Like that's what sapphires ideally look like. Like a textbook, like a coffee table book that shows off jewelry. If a sapphire is what's on display, it's going to look like that in the royal blues. Obviously, there's cornflower blue, which I'll show you the difference. I have the larger one sitting here, and if nothing more, if we're not selling jewelry, we might as well educate about jewelry. That's my job. I look at it that way. We have to educate, and that way, if you're an educated shopper, you're a good shopper wherever you shop. But look at that. That's cornflower blue. It's like its big sister right here. This is like the sister. But that's the cornflower blue in a 243 size. That was Stephen's request tonight. Don't know if Stephen's out with us, but look at that. That's the cornflower, that's the royal. What you don't see in either, these are the two top tier stone colors you get in sapphire. Neither are going to be that inky navy dark look. And this one clearly is not going to be $2,000 because I'm still awaiting an open. And we don't have it, and we'll do $10 increments, and we will make this interesting. But I will not do $1,900. Or how about $1,800? I know this was on just in the last few weeks, probably why Carol requested it. And we are going to see a brand new, ridiculously low price. And of course, you get your 10% off as well. And it's not going to be $1,800 either. We're going to go $1,700 to get it started and go from there. And your open hopefully will be received in the next 60 seconds. Otherwise, we can move on from that one. Show you a ruby that we have later. We've got the diamond hoops, another version. We've got white, gold, and princess cuts, actually baguettes and rounds. I have a new alexandrite. We have our huge highway ring. We've got Congolese blue-green tourmalines that look like Paraibas. We have tanzanites. I know you got to be waiting on the tanzanites. And if anybody wants to ask about my 8-carat 10 emerald, I have that too. 8-carat 10 emerald's the one I'm wearing in my right hand. So we also have that one here. But this is the time to let me know. Well, I knew we had that yellow diamond piece earlier. I loved that piece. That one's gone. We have that beautiful band ring gone. And now we're waiting on this sapphire to get an open. Carol, if that's not the request you're looking for, please do holler at me so I know, because I'll never know. I don't take a lot of these requests here unless you bring them to me directly. So I'm not sure what the request was. But blue sapphire, very important in that size. And anything over a carat, when it's iron and titanium rich, which is what it's got to be to have the blue color, that's impressive. It's like our rubies, where we know rubies don't come in large sizes very often. Well, similarly, neither do the big sapphires. And that's why a carat plus is so renowned. Okay, we're going to move on from that one. Speaking of rubies, here's its counterpart. Its corundum counterpart is ruby in a pendant here. Item number is 1127992, and it's going to be platinum with the chain, the box link chain, the 76-point ruby, and 4 points in diamonds. We do have alexandrite. That is not, oh boy, it's red. I'll show you the rarest alexandrite I've ever had on the show. I might as well. I've never had a $300,000 piece on the air, but I'm going to bring one out. Even my pink diamond 1 carats aren't 300 grand, but I have an alexandrite that is, yeah. Trapeche? Good. All right, Lynn, you got it. Good, good. We'll show the trapeche next. Let's blow this out. First caller gets it for $888. $888 plus the 10% makes it $799. And that's a full-on necklace. You get the chain, you get the pendant, you get everything, and that is a really well set, beautiful bright ruby. And that would be, do we hear from our requester, Carol? Probably not. Okay. I feel like these are phantom requests. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, it was Carol. Does she have any feedback for me? It wasn't the one she was looking for. Oh, no. We're striking out. Could she describe it? You just looked at your phone like, no. Okay, Carol, here's the thing. I'm not taking the request individually. I'm the one who knows the jewelry best. If you can call us back and describe the piece, I'll probably be able to figure which one it is. It may not be here, it might be sold, but I could try to just remember it and see if we still got it for you. So Carol, if you want to let us know if that was not the one you were looking for, if you can give us a little bit of a descriptor, and then we'll see if we can find it for you. All right, let's get to our trapeche for Lynn. Now, I mentioned that we had one really affordable trapeche. Most all of the trapeches I've ever had on the show have been one kind of look. And this is why I was so thrilled. The other day when this debuted, I was over the moon to see this one. I was so shocked because almost every trapeche emerald we've done has had yellow diamonds with it. They've been these kind of free-form shapes where they have these really kind of unusual perimeters, and so we have to custom make it. And for whatever reason, we've been putting yellow diamonds around every single one of them. So this was the one that kept it a little more classic, I would say. Didn't add the yellow diamonds, kept it with the simple classic white diamonds, and is just downright affordable. This is one of the like museum stones. You cannot find these anywhere else. I have yet to ever encounter one in a retail store. And trust me, I know retail. I love to shop. I have been in every type of retail store everywhere I can go. So there's obviously not a lot when it comes to, yes, emeralds are one thing, like what I'm wearing here, the 8-carat 10 that's glowing from a distance, that actually could be our biggest discount of the day with your 10% off. But this one is the most affordable trapeche, and I've already had people asking about it. Elizabeth asked about it yesterday. Donna asked about it today. True story. Now Lynn's asked about it and said, I'm interested. I would love to have an affordable and yet glowing and bright and clean. It's 1128629, and that will be 1 carat 66 in the trapeche. So still a good size, not a small stone. And diamonds on the sides. That's like tucked into this beautiful, kind of like a twisted style. You see how the gold, and I know it needs rhodium, so I've already noted that here. And we're gonna blow it out and look how you can actually see through the stone. That is a transparent stone with that 6-spoke style. I like that the nucleus is off to one side a little bit more. That just is, again, really cool. It really shows it off. And that is a stone that is one of the rarest in the world, and it's 16 points in diamonds. Let's make it easy. $1,499. With $150 extra off, there is only one, and you can actually change the gold as well. So if you want yellow gold or rose gold, we can do that. Let's try it on. Here it is on the hand for you. There you go. And you can still see the glow it has. And that used to be $39.99 and no longer $14.99 plus your discount. $149 off that price tag for an amazing Trapiche emerald. That is the most affordable Trapiche I have had ever. I've been offering these for many, many, many years. It's been decades. Usually back in the day, they would always be loose stones that I don't know what you really do with it unless you're actually setting jewelry with it and around it. This is a really good way where your job is done. The jewelry's already made. It's already set. It looks gorgeous, and it's only $1,499. So one caller gets it. Most affordable Trapiche we have, and you have the opportunity to change the gold color as well. So there's a little, what I call a fantasy piece, okay? This is my museum coming to you. If you thought at some point this summertime you want to take a vacation and you want to go look at a museum wherever you go, whether it's a big city in Europe, maybe you're thinking about going to New York, wherever it is, I cannot find you a more museum-worthy stone than this. It's alexandrite. I've never had a stone ever on TV, and I've been doing this 25 years, nearly every single day of my life, no matter what, and I gotta say, that stone is my absolute best alexandrite I've ever had. And it's a fancy cut, and it's already glowing red, and this is just hands down. I have had 1 carat pink diamonds, multiples on this show. I have had several 1 carat plus pink diamonds, natural GIA certified. I have had Paraibas. I had a 16 karat Paraiba on this show years ago. I have sold the best tanzanite in the world, the best red beryls, the best you name it, Trapiche emeralds and everything else, chameleon diamonds, red beryls, aweens, all these crazy rare stones that I have for you, rhodochrosites, color change sphenes, the list goes on and on. I could sit here for the next hour and a half and name stones and never repeat, because that's how much breadth and variety we bring you. This is, though, out of alexandrites, which we bring you fairly regularly. We even had one tonight. It was really cool. It was 32 points. That, remember when I told you at the beginning of the show that 32 points is actually, it's a really good size for alexandrite? I have a 99 point, but it's really not just about the size. That's a big size for a color changing crystal beryl, but that's not what this is about. This is about the fact that you're also getting a stone that is already showing what color? Not purple, red. Red, an actual color changing to red stone. That never happens. And here's what I'm going to do. And it's already doing it in, what kind of light do we have? I'm missing a light. Is that why we're struggling tonight? We have no light. I apologize if things look a little different. Like I said, we are not going to have a light tonight. But here's the thing. Maybe that's what's helping this out. But still, we're in fluorescent lighting. Every light that is on, at least the ones I do have, they're fluorescent, not incandescent. I have no candlelight here. That would be a fire hazard. And please, everybody be safe tonight. If you're setting off your own fireworks, please do it safely. But here's the thing. We have got a stone that is managing to change color when it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to do that. Take a look at this. This is. Look at what it's doing. It's already showing now. That whole red color will take over if you're in incandescent lighting. But we're in fluorescent now. Let's give you a number. It's not for the faint of heart unless I just want to blow it out because maybe I could sell it. Maybe this is the piece. Now, I'm not going to ask $300,000, but I know that's what it should be. You can't really even put a price tag on it. Some pieces are just too rare where you know you're not going to see anything like it. This comes down to best of the best. 1128742. I actually have an item number. Let's sell the thing. If I'm going to sell anything tonight, if I sell one thing, for the next 93 minutes that I have with you until I see you in a couple hours in the morning, I'll tell you what, it should be this ring. And it's only the most expensive, exotic, rare, specialty stone I have, but that doesn't mean it's going to be an expensive price. You have to hear me out on 8742. This is platinum. It's a 99-point marquise. It's a 145 massive diamond weight. I'm going to give you an opportunity, and we're going to have some fun with this. 145 in diamonds, they're all huge. All the halo, what about the sides? They're big too. 3 on each side. Love that. Platinum setting. Look at the reds coming through. You have never, at least not with me. If you've been watching me 9 years here, if you've been watching me 25 years everywhere, it is never, you've never seen a color like this. Let's take a look at it on the hand. Still showing off. I should be getting $300,000. I know we don't usually see that, so instead of changing the channel on me, don't go anywhere. I'll tell you where you need to go. Go to your phone. Find a phone. Even if you're just like, no, I'm not really. I'm just like, maybe you've had one too many, I don't know, popsicles today. Maybe you've had too many hot dogs today, and you feel like, oh, I don't know, I'm just going to window shop tonight. Please get to a phone. Please get to a phone. Do what you can. Get to a phone, because I'm going to make you a value. I'm going to give you a deal, and I'm going to sell it, and you're going to be mad you didn't call in and just say yes right now. And I know what you're worried about. You're going, if I say yes right now, and then you're going to charge me what, 200 grand? No, thank you. 100 grand? No, thank you. This is the ultimate high-end alexandrite. It's June's birthstone, but it's the color-changing variety of chrysoberyl. It is one of the rarest stones, and of course, it's the one that has the most dramatic color change of all. This is not a color shift. This is a full color change, and it's showing you right now. It's showing you. I'm going to blow this out. Do we have anybody thinking about it so far? If I give it away, I mean, give it away. That's what I'm here to do. I got to sell something. I would like it to be the most exotic and important alexandrite I have ever had in all these years of doing this. This is it. This is the way it's going to go. And I will wow you with this price tag. And I can guarantee you this. I'm going to have a lot of guys and gals out there going, why didn't I just dial? Why didn't I just dial? You can always hang up. We have a lot of people doing that tonight. That's okay. I'm not going to force you to buy anything. I just want you at the ready, because I'll tell you right now, you can watch every show I do from here on out. You're never going to see a stone like this. Just call me. Jason, you have a brave shopping soul out there. Who is that, and what are they doing? Are they thinking about this one? And a brand new register, what they've been doing, how long they've been watching. They know the good stuff. Maybe I've never had anything good enough for them. And now it's like, whoa, look at that. Alexandrite that's museum level. Okay, I'm interested. Part of me wants to just start at $10,000 and go from there. But part of me knows that even at $10,000 to start, as laughable as that price is, I'm going to go lower and we're just going to sell it, and I'm going to save some airtime here. I'm going to lose a lot of money in the ring, so I better not spend a lot of money on the airtime to show it, and I already have. But you've got to understand how important this stone is. We have a new register who's never shopped here before that is on the phone lines, and they're the only ones so far. They're saying, I don't know, I kind of like it. You know what something like this should cost anywhere else you are in this world. I will blow it out. It's not even $10,000. I just want, sometimes you just got to move some jewelry. And you know what? An evening when you're on from 5 to 8 on 4th of July holiday, yeah, you got to do some crazy things. So here it is. I will not ask for 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, or 4,000. I will not. I'm not going to, somebody should just say sold right now, because if I'm giving this away to this level, it is under cost. Trust me when I tell you. I just got to move some jewelry and make you a believer in Lolo, okay? And the next, we have 89 minutes to go. I got to move somehow like 2,000 pieces in 89 minutes. It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to show you how we start that process by giving you a value that everybody near and far will recognize as my biggest value here, because it's not $39.99 and it's got a carat 45 in diamonds. Excuse me, you can't buy those diamonds for that price. And now the alexandrite is free. It is really free. And it's not going to be $39. I've got one. Who wants it? We've got literally one caller. And Jason, are you getting them registered so they're ready? Because I'm going to try it on here, and you're going to see how beautiful and large and stunning this stone is again. And look how it's just popping. This is a lower light again. Thank you. I'm glad we have no light tonight, because that is really showing reds. And I will blow it out for not even $39. One caller gets it. Who will it be? I don't know, but I only have one caller. And if everybody is just stunned senseless right now, well, I've done my job, because this is the value nobody else can do. And I'm just seeing if we have an audience. That's all I got to do. It's already sold. Give them another $1,000 off. Give them another $1,000 off. I don't care. It's got to go. I want to show you, I mean it, $29.99 plus $300. Don't forget the 10%. It's already gone. Can we just all admire who got it, by the way? Let's find out. Jennifer from where? Alabama. Congratulations. You got the prize of all giveaways I've ever done. And she's getting $300 extra. She's paying $26.99. Done. All right, so let's go to another rare stone. Jennifer in Alabama. Ding, 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 ding. Like I feel like she just hit the jackpot. It's so good. All right, so let's keep doing that. We got 30, how many minutes? We got, I don't know. We have like less than 30 minutes to get to our last hour. So let's do it. I've got a Brazilian Paraíba. Let me show you. Item number 6082. Let's just keep the giveaways going. There are 2 Brazilian Paraíbas in this floral ring, and that one's already gone to obviously somebody who was on the phone lines, just kind of came in really here and swiped it. This is 4 points in Brazilian Paraíba, 52 points in diamonds. I think I now have your attention. Let's blow this out. First caller. It's one of the rarest stones, and it's in a lot of platinum. I'll make it $9.99, as is in platinum, but I'll size it for you. And it's a day to get your requests in. Tell us what you'd like to see. That's the way to go. Look at that beautiful platinum wave ring. It's got that gorgeous curve to it. It's like 3 bands over here and 1 band over here, and I'll try it on, but that'll be $899. Jennifer has got to be so excited. I hope she just goes out tonight and buys a lotto ticket after that ring. This is your lucky day. And this is the day you want to be shopping something from our collection tonight with giveaways like we have. Look at that gorgeous ring. Anywhere you could wear it on the hand. This is the one to call in next, by the way. That's my 8 carat 10. That's the 810 emerald that I'm going to give away. Coming up in this show, we're going to give that one away for you. So it's a show. We got about 85 minutes left to go. It's 4th of July. We don't get to celebrate this special day all but one a year, and so we're excited to make it worth your while here tonight. So here we go. That's going to be $9.99, $8.99 at checkout. And yes, we've got a big tanzanite coming up. Well, we've seen some amazing values. Let's keep them going. We got the big tansy on the way, which is actually one of our best per carat values. I do have a rare Paraíba bangle. So it's a Mozambique stone. It's a little larger, but I do want to show you how it would look with this Brazilian stone. Look at that. So that actually almost has the color and clarity of the Brazilian stones, does it not? So that's our bangle. That's a nice big stone there, east-west set oval. Item number on this one is 112-6626. And congratulations. Now, I'm going to keep moving before we sell items so that we don't lag back here. I want to show you as many items as we can because I'm going to need to. We've got 112-6626 coming up. It's a bangle. And I know it's got some fingerprints because I just picked it up, but it's 53 points in the Paraíba and 65 points in the diamonds, and it's going to be an average size, so it works for anyone who wears anywhere between a 6.5 and 7.5 inch bracelet. That's most of us, and that's going to be a big value. Let's blow that one out. Whoa. Last time I saw this, it was $89.99. Now it is not. Beautiful, bigger, bolder piece here. Certainly, it's got that side hinge, so you also have a side opening. So let me show you how that works. You're just going to simply, there's a little button here. You're going to press down. First, you got to make sure you have your figure 8s open. That would be smart. And then you've got a little hinge. Right here is the little textured button. Again, a lot of these pieces have not been opened in a while. Take a look at that. So it's going to open up nice and wide here on the side. You pop it on your wrist, you push it together, and you are good to go. Out the door with one of the most unusual pieces of jewelry with not many ways to go out there and shop a Paraíba bangle. And so again, all in white gold, stays in white gold. I'm going to show you here one more time up close. So again, easy on, easy off. You do have 2 figure 8s to keep that secure, and we are not asking for $89.99 any longer. Let's blow it out. $8,000, $7,000, $6,000. There's a lot of gold in a bangle, and we don't do hollowed out gold. We don't do flimsy little tinny layers of gold. That would be gold plating. We don't do that. We're doing solid gold through and through. This one is not even $6,000, $5,000, or $4,000. We're not even asking for $39.99 on a Paraíba bangle. I've had so many beautiful Paraíbas lately. They've been rings that have been more money. Rings do not have the gold weight that a bangle does. You would have to have about 7 or 8 rings to get the gold weight that you're getting in this bangle. So here's the way to shop. A beautiful deluxe value. Take a look all the way around gold. Love the diamond design. That's a diamond shape in diamonds that's setting your east-west oval, and it's not even 39 or 38 or even, let's make this down and dirty here, $37.99. First caller on that one. So $37.99 with 10% off. There's some big savings to be had here that you've got going on. That's going to be down to $34.19 on that price tag. Wowza, is that good? $3,400 for a Paraíba in a bangle and diamonds and 2/3 of a carat. in the diamonds, by the way. And we do have gorgeous trillion tanzanite earrings for you. We've got a very big, the 810 emerald. Nobody's asked me about it yet. Well, it's here and it's good. And then we've got our Congolese wheel, our tanzanites coming up at the top of the hour. I'm going to do our tanzanite trio at 7 o'clock. That's in 22 minutes. So please stick with me for that. I hope you can stay here and see what those are all about. And there's also, you know what else got a new markdown tonight? Was this Mahenge Spinel in the Marquise cut. Look at that. That is our largest left. 306 is the size of that Mahenge, and it's got a brand new markdown. Pink diamonds and white diamonds together. Wow. And we've only got an hour and change left, so this is the time. Make requests if you have them. Let me know what you want to see. Look at that 306. Isn't that special? And then we've got trillion cut tanzanite. Look at those studs. Trillion tanzanites, all museum reserves on those two. We've got the ring. I want to show you this ruby, though. This ruby is one that I just had a couple nights ago. I kind of stowed it away. It wasn't supposed to be in this event, and I felt like, well, it's the best looking ruby I got here that's not $25,000. So I really wanted to bring it out with the pink diamonds, with the white diamonds, and the classic setting, and bring this one down in price with the 10% off, okay? So 112-5118, this month's birthstone, but everybody's got to have a good ruby. But what's challenging is getting really high quality rubies. Most of them are just different sources out there where they're not going to give you any kind of clarity. This has got that beautiful, bright, perfect glow, and it's going to be a 107 private collection. That means only here, by the way. Nobody else has got a private collection of Burma rubies like we do. And you've got a 107 stone. Getting over a carat in the ruby world is very tough to do. Not to mention, you've got also 8 points in your pink diamonds, and look at that. Something else going on there. That's a lot of white diamond weight at 117. So all around, one of our very, very best in this stunning ruby, gorgeous clarity and glow. Welcome in, everybody. Last hour and 20 minutes to go in 4th of July. Want to make sure we get you something special to save a bundle on, and this is it. And you know, this was $69.99. Like tonight, here on the sale event, I stole it away with the intention of doing this. Look at that. There's the ring, there's the price, there's the ring, there's the price. You're not going to pay $69.99. Obviously, all you're going to, well, yeah, I get $700 off, don't I? Yeah. But still, that's $62.99. And I know that's not going to get the job done when most people are out there watching fireworks at the moment. So here's what we've got. I may not have everyone's undivided attention tonight. So I understand that. I've done enough 4th of Julys to know how this works. So we have got to entice those of you that are with us with better than ever values, incredible opportunities, and blowouts like you've never seen before. Well, that's happening right here and now on the most precious Burma ruby. These are incredibly important. You realize that's going to be a carat, what? Carat 25 total in diamond weight as well, but yet done in a classical style. It's done in a tailored mounting. I would feel comfortable saying anybody could wear this style as well because it is so classic. It's got just a little split there, which is where we just kind of edged in those pink diamonds, 2 on each side. Inside that split shank, look at that gorgeous ruby. Here's what it looks like on the hand from a distance away. You get it for better than $69, $59, $49, $39. Even $29.99, I'm going lower. And we're going to wow you right now, and let me tell you, nobody's got rubies like we do. There's just ruby is not ruby is not ruby. Like, you cannot just say ruby and expect everyone to have the same pricing. I can get you ruby. If you need a ruby and you don't care what it looks like, I can get you one for $100 a carat. It ain't going to look good, but I can get you one. But if you are somebody, and chances are you are, otherwise you've got a million other options of places you could be watching right now if you didn't care about quality. You, and that's what I love about our TVON family, is you are the smartest shoppers, but you're also really, really, really very much sticklers for quality like I am. And some of you just, maybe you're not, but you like seeing the finer jewelry, but then realize I can own it myself. I can spend less over there and get the finer quality than I do elsewhere when I'm buying low quality. And that's what I love about, that's really what value is all about. It's not about spending a little. There's enough places where, like I said, you can buy cheap pieces. That's really the majority of what we see out there in jewelry. Really low quality, really just kind of, yeah, it's great if you just want to buy like something every hour. You just want to scratch the itch of shopping, and trust me, I don't blame you on that. I love to shop. I'm someone who really enjoys shopping as well. I love to, sometimes you just need to shop, right? Sometimes you just got to shop. But if it's jewelry you love, you're probably not going to be real satisfied with those pieces that are just those temporary fly-by-nights. You want something you're going to love, because at the ultimate end game is, if you're buying something you're never really enjoying it or wearing it, then it doesn't really matter. Nobody wants to waste money, even if it's a small amount. So getting into the pieces that you're going to love forever, that are always important and impressive, those are the ones we want to spend on, right? Those are the ones we want to get the deals on. And this is not $29.99 either. So taking it lower right here and now, not even $2,500. And yes, you're getting, it's kind of like you check off some major boxes here of collectibles. You've got natural pink diamonds. You've got a big 1 carat plus ruby out of Burma, best source in the world. And you're getting a lot of diamond weight and solid rose and white. It's just ever so slight. I'm not a rose gold person, but I don't mind it at all, because it's just setting the pink diamonds and the ruby. So it's not like you're getting an overwhelming amount of rose gold here where you have to be really committed to that gold color. Not at all. It's just a beautiful way to set the pink and the center stone there. But it's also going to be better than 25 or 24. We will make this $2,399, plus you get 10% off. So that will be $2,159. And that is a great way to get a ruby in a big size there at $23.99 only. Let me know if you have any requests for our last hour coming up. This would be a good time to get those in. And there is our fabulous ruby value for, I mean, red. Why not? A lot of us probably spent the day wearing red, and maybe you went through your collection and went, wait a minute, I'm wearing red, but I have no red gemstones. I have nothing red to wear in fine jewelry. Well, we can take care of you right now, and you can't go wrong with a beautiful Burma ruby. It did, Becky. Yes, it did. I knew that would happen, so yes, it did. It did sell. Yeah, the pendant that I saved for you that you said no to, it did sell. Yes, it did. Uh-huh. Yep. It is sold. Yeah. All right. Anything else we can help anybody with? All right. Last call, $23.99 turns into a much better value of $21.59. We have tanzanite ring pendant earrings. Anywhere you'd like to start, let me know. We've got the big trio coming up, which is our blowout wheel of tanzanites for the top of the hour. I did bring out a very large and important GIA certified diamond as well. So if you are loving our rare certified diamonds, we've got a 7354 item number here for you, which is the, wow, that is a beautiful color. And it's funny, I really am glad we have a GI cert here, because it's a tough one to describe for color. There's a definite orange. And you know how I always tell you that GIA certs are really important, because the GIA, and it's not just because I have a degree from there, or because I speak there, or because, you know, it's because they're the true authority in the world of gemstones worldwide. GIA is who everybody defers to. There's a lot of labs out there that really are not worth their salt. The GIA is full of the absolute experts, the best in the world when it comes to gemstones and studies and knowledge of gems. And they really are, again, they're nonprofit. They're not in it to produce things for profit. They're not really about that. They're an educational organization. So we're very proud when we have a GIA certified stone like this one is. And it's only the important stones that are sent to GIA that are really of a certain ilk, and this is it. 1 carat exactly. They're calling it, and I always talk about how very, very, very specific they are, which is why they're so praised as the ultimate authority. But this is called a fancy. That word fancy is on the cert. Not all colors of diamonds get that stipulation as fancy. It's a fancy orange brown. I would call it, doesn't say cognac on the cert, but it definitely is. I still say most cognacs are more brown. We could actually eliminate cognac. It's really more orange than anything. And remember, the lead color they describe is always the dominant color. So take a look. You've got this cert here. What do you think? This is the cert. Grading report, cert number, Pear Brilliant. Your measurement is 5.3 by 8 millimeters. It's exactly 1 carat. There's that word fancy orange brown. The lead color that is described is the dominant color. Natural color origin, even color distribution, SI2. It's very clean. This is less what we concern ourselves with. We don't concern ourselves as much with the clarity, but they do diagram it out. SI on a stone like this, very important. It's here. It's eye clean, and that's what you care about. Take a look at this. Natural color. Cert comes with it for free. You're not paying any extra. We did. You don't have to. I'm asking nothing for the cert. That's done. I just want you to get the fabulous ring of a lifetime. And by the way, it has a carat 16 diamonds around it. So you're getting 2 carat 60 overall. It is going to stay in the yellow gold. I do want to show you how we finish the inside. And I bet you even if you collect natural rare colors of diamonds, you may not have an orange yet. Or again, what they're calling an orange brown, but it definitely reads more orange than anything else. It is the most beautiful color. I see a little bit of almost like a little bit of pink, a little bit of red coming through. It does look like a tiny size at the moment. I am not going to be able to fit a 4 on my finger, but there it is on the pinky at least, so you can see the size and scale a bit. And again, stays in yellow gold. We just need to know your ring size. If you are looks like it's actually a 4 3/4. If you're in 4 3/4, it's ready to go. If you need it sized up or down beyond that, we can do that for you for free. But it's going to be a mega, mega value. And no, it will not be. This used to be $36,999. This is what happens when we get into the diamond world we don't usually see. You're getting a better value tonight. Of course, it's our biggest value. Yes. We had 2, so I'm assuming you're talking about the royal blue? You got it. All right, the royal blue for Carol. All right, here we go. Here's the blue sapphire. 112-1935. Take a look at that one again, because that is, again, beautiful to see that color be as true from a distance away as it is up close. So that is 104 in the blue sapphire, 70 points in the diamonds. Did that one go already, or is it just being verified? All right, I think this is still here. We did have a little auction opportunity, did not get the open, so I'll tell you what, we'll just make it $16.99 first caller, and then you get your 10% off, which saves you about $170 more. So $16.99 saves you $169.90 off that price, and that's what we'll do on that blue sapphire, which again, you can change the gold color as well. But we're gonna go right back to our fancy orange diamond here. Fancy orange brown, that's going to be item number 1127354, and it is outstanding. Not going to be, and we'll switch it up here so you can see the information for you, but GIA cert included, specialty piece, supposed to be $37,000, and that is going to be it. Really, really cool piece here. And yeah, we're going to blow it out. It's not even $10,000 or $99.99. That's it. Beautiful piece. You got to get in very quickly. You saw what happened when I marked down in Alexandrite. We had a lot of people miss out. Same thing's going to happen here because it's nowhere near 99, 89. 79, 69, 59. This is a GIA certed. It has the word fancy on that cert, which very few. I've had a number of certified pink and purple diamonds that don't say fancy. It just means you're in that higher end category. So it's not another color with a little bit of a shade of another color. It just means it's actually in that fancy category, which really puts it up in a rarity level we do not see. And you're not even spending $59.99. This is just a value. Do you know there's a white diamond here? I probably shouldn't say this. There is a 1 carat white diamond here. 1 carat white diamond, which I could literally take you to any store or any wholesaler and we could go look at thousands of 1 carat white diamonds. They are not rare. 1 carat white diamonds are not that rare. They're easy to find. They're in every store. Now, the qualities are going to vary, but they're out there. What you're not going to find is a GIA certified fancy orange. That's a whole different level. And this is the price that, here's the secret, that's less. The $59.99 you see up there is less than my 1 carat white diamond. I can show it to you. It's literally here on set. If you would like, what we're going to do is go even lower on the fancy one so that you're getting into a whole nother category. Honestly, tonight's the night where you're probably shopping more as a reseller of jewelry than a collector of jewelry, because it's going to be very tempting with these values we have to just turn around and resell the pieces than to even keep them yourself. That's just how really stunningly low these prices are. And this is not $59.99. That's better than the price of my 1 carat white diamond. We're going even lower. I'll make it $4,999 instead. So $49.99 plus $500 off. $44.99 at checkout. Amazing. And then we got the top of the hour, 9 minutes away. We will be seeing, did anybody get the sapphire, by the way? No, sapphire's still here if anybody would like the sapphire. $16.99 was your price tag. And at the top of the hour is when we will break out the trio of tanzanites. And I don't know what we're going to do, but we do have some earrings and highway rings and Congolese tourmalines, and recaps are available for you as well. If you want to see anything recapped tonight, we can do that also. But I'm not going anywhere till that sells, because that is just like the value we saw when a lot of people missed out on some of our previous deals that we did. Here we go again with this time even more exclusive with the full workup of that certification to go with it. The best gemology minds in the world are who give certs. They're the ones that create certs, meaning those stones are evaluated by brilliant gemological minds who have studied for years, who in this case would be, you know, to really get into a graduate gemology degree, you also have to know diamonds inside out. And grading diamonds is very challenging. And this is where you've got a 1 carat stone, beautiful look. You can see the pave. I mean, this is all about the stone, but then it's in a really beautiful mounting too, that is a carat 60 in the diamond. So 260 overall. Fancy color of diamond, and it's not a word I'm using to describe it as an adjective. It's literally a fancy diamond, and it's $44.99. You've got a $500 additional savings happening. So $44.99 gets that ring to you, and it's only in the yellow gold. We just need to know your size. That is it. Could not be a more stunning value or savings than that. And honestly, out of everything I have in front of me, that is one of the bigger values we've got. There is the big Mahenge, which are 3 carat 06s here, have a large copper bearing rubellite, showed it earlier. And we had a lot of rubellites, actually. We had a lot of copper bearing rubellites. I've had 3 so far, so we can show you those if you need to see them again. We had a really affordable ruby wheel for you, and a yellow diamond that was east-west set with pearls of all things. We had golden pearl, and we had rubellites and golden pearl pendants, and our 5.5 carat diamond ring, and anything else you want to see from the entire inventory, you can let me know. I hope you'll do that. So let's talk about big tanzanite first. We've got the big one here, which is our 13 carat. Then we're going to show you at the top of the hour, we've got a wheel of 3. It's going to be 3 of our best in the 5 to 6 carat range. But let's take a look at this big one. And you know what's so special about this one, unlike anything else, is it's got the elongation to it. So it's not just a standard oval anymore. It's an elongated oval with a halo and big trio of diamonds and split shank and everything. I'm going to just do a little kind of an audible here. We're going to have you call for an off air because I don't want to publicize this, because I know we all understand what tanzanites go for. And there's something, I don't do this ever because I know that we're really proud of our values, but there are other times when you realize you got to sell more tanzanite at some point in the show. So we can't be selling a huge 13 karat plus. I'm going to give you the breakdown on the information here. It's going to be 7863. We're going to get to know it a little bit. It's 18 karat solid gold, and it is an elongated oval. So if anybody's ever pined away for a 20 karat stone, but the price tag on a 20 karat is a little bit out there, it's a little out of reach, we can make that happen right now because this is a 13, 18, but it looks like a 20. So if you wanted a bigger stone, but we all know that the price tag goes severely up when you get into 15, 20 karat sizes. This is the way to do it. So you've got this big stone. I'm going to show it on the hand here. We've got the incredible GIA certified orange diamond still here. And now we have the oval shaped tanzanite right here. Here's the deal. You're going to call me for the off air because I literally cannot publicize this price. We have a carat 33 in diamonds to go with your 13, 18. I'm sorry, that looks maybe like a 25. I might be underselling it a bit. It looks really large. I've got a longer finger, and look at how it goes almost knuckle to knuckle, but still very comfortable because the ring will taper in the back. So you've got a classic setting. So there's no need to worry about, oh, I don't know if I can wear it. It looks uncomfortable. Not at all. It feels like any other ring. But this is where, again, you want to call me for the off air. Let's see if we have anybody out there. You never know what I'm going to do. Who knows? But I know this. I can't publicize it knowing that I can't repeat this value on anything. So maybe that's intriguing. And maybe you never know. If somebody calls up, what if I were to say something silly just to move something? What if it were to be some crazy, crazy, crazy value? Like, you never know until you call. But I know this, it's got a $19,999 price tag. It's going to be 10% off, even no matter what I say, you're still going to get 10% off. So that's going to be monumental as well. And we don't have anybody calling on that one yet. So just want to see who's out there because you might want to take me up on my off-air deal. It is here. Then we're going to leave you with 5 to 6 carats coming up next as part of a trio. In Blue Wing Block Ds, I've got pear shape, emerald cut, and oval. So those are going to be what we feature next here coming up, and some very clever, unique styles. One actually has Mahenge spinels with it. So talk about neon on top of neon. All right, nobody on that one? Let's move on. All right, you'll never know what I was going to do there. I do have the earrings as well. Here are the earrings. This is going to be, wow. All right, who is it? Victor, who do you have there asking for the off air? do this. Done. You want it? Tell me. Just that's the real price. I don't want to hear. Just tell them the price and see if they want it. Does Sally want it? Done. Sally's got it. Sally just called in, only caller that called in. I gave her an off-air that will never be touched, and guess what? She said, yes, I'm going to take that. Thank you, Sally. Well done. So Sally got the tanzanite oval. Let's take a look at this. Well, that was easy. Maybe that's what we'll do. Is that what works better? I'm always a believer that we just like really, really just shout the prices and be very proud of the values. But hey, maybe that's the way to do it. Sally, congratulations on that one. Well done. Here we are with our trillions. Something to go with any of the blue wing block Ds that you might already have, and we do have the rings still to come. So the oval gone and done. Now here we are with 1204 of tanzanite trillions. It's 1128387, and this is the big button style earring, omega backs. We all love omega backs. It's like every time I talk to people about earrings, like, could you do more omega backs? And it's really tough to do. You need to do a much bigger earring to have the omega back be possible. 92 points is your diamond weight going around the trillion. And then this is what they look like from the side and from the distant view. You're going to see here, that's how that omega back works. So you're going to see that, and then it's all done in a beautiful basket of white gold. They're going to look like this from a distance. We'll give you a measurement here, try one on, and let's get them a great home here. They will be 5/8 of an inch from top to bottom, technically even a little bit more than that. That really is right between that 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch mark. And then I'll throw one on here so you can see what they look like from a distance away. But these are the same blue wings we love in any given stone shape and in any type of jewelry design. We tend to love the trillions for what they bring. And I'll move this one forward a little bit for you because that one got a little off kilter. You can see how stunning they are from a distance away. And I'll just go ahead and give you a look here as soon as I can. Really want to just make these happen for you. So big, big value. Here's what they look like from a distance away. So you can see that size here very quickly. Look how stunning. I mean, it's a nice size stone. And I've got the post exactly where it's going to sit. So they're going to give you, for the most part, a little bit of drape off of the earlobe there, just because the way they're set. But let's go ahead and blow them out right now. They're not going to be, this is a big value, not even $10,000 for our 12 carats 04. That means 6 carats in each ear. You've got a little over 6 carats here, plus you're getting about a 1/2 carat in diamonds around it as well. Let's go back to the wheel, show you the close-up, and get them out the door. They do stay in the white gold, but they're no longer $99.99. The big value on tanzanite trillions, they are here. And awfully excited they are because it leads into our trio of tanzanites, and they will not be $9,000, $8,000, $7,000, not even $69,000. You've got an opportunity. The bigger the piece, the bigger the savings. So take advantage of these museum pieces that how many people have been thinking, I need a big pair of earrings before we're completely sold out of everything we have in tansies. Make them $64.99. Then you get, well, this is the beauty of that. When you take your 10% off, they go into a whole different number. They're $58.49 at checkout. And then we'll bring you our rings. The 3 rings, emerald cut oval and pear shape, all one of a kinds, coming up for our top of the hour. And we still have that orange diamond. Oh my goodness, that orange diamond is everything. I think I'm going to be doing some shopping tonight. Wow, there's a lot of big, big, big savings going on in this show. And we now have 1 hour to go in our 4th of July event. So this is really important to take advantage of whatever you see, including the diamonds by the yard we had earlier. We had a $5.99 diamonds by the yard. That was a big value too. We had some rubies and golden pearls and diamond rings, and the orange diamond was here. The yellow diamond that was east-west set. Now we've got $58.49 tanzanite earrings. Don't see that every day. And very excited to bring them to you. All right, next up, it's top of the hour. Welcome to the show, everybody. Here's what I would very much request here for our last couple of minutes of the show. We've got an hour to go. Happy 4th of July. That's the most important thing. If you hear me say one thing tonight, it's just happy 4th. Happy 4th, everybody. We celebrate the nation's birthday. Proud to be Americans and excited you're with us here as we are a company based here in the US of A, where not all jewelry, of course, you guys know where we broadcast from, but the jewelry proudly made here as well. We just, obviously the gems come from all different points of the globe, but we're so proud to be able to have a manufacturing facility that is here in Los Angeles, California. It's part of what really is bringing you all these amazing values you see, is really just that commitment to bringing quality and really making sure that everything is top notch for you. So we're just so proud as we celebrate America's independence here to get you a wonderful sale event here, 10% off everything you shop for, requests being welcome, of course. If there is anything that you want to ask about from previously in the show, we can definitely bring it back out. Probably going to be here for you, so just make sure that you call as we get busy in this last hour typically of our Friday nights, especially when it's July 4th. So let's take a look. We're going to show the earrings one more time if you just tuned in. Those are the earrings that are $64.99, but they're $58.49 at checkout. So we do have those earrings, and then we have a trio. And I'm going to start with the amazing emerald cut right there. And that is a triple split shank. And then we've got our big pear shape right here, and this is the pear shape, yes, with the merengue spinels. And then we do also have an oval, which I might put in the middle here because then we'll have our sizes sorted out, and that gives you a yellow diamond edition, and there's of course your white diamond. So a little bit of a definitely departure from what we typically see in tansies, because you've got your different shades here, different settings completely, something a little unexpected. Pear shape with merengues, well, that's going to be a 550, 5.5 carat, 44 points in merengues, one of each, by the way. The oval in the middle, that's going to have yellow diamonds and white diamonds. That's a 505. 505 in the middle. Yellow diamond weight is 11 points in the yellow and 56 points in the white diamonds. And then we've got our emerald cut. That will be the largest stone of them all. 6 carats 08. Emerald cut stone, 28 points in the triple split shank. And we'll just drop our little ornament up there so we don't need to be distracted. I really want to see that. I want you to see them all together here. I know it's fun to see them one at a time, but the whole idea is if this is the price point that makes you happy, it's going to be our big value, lowest price you've ever seen associated on all three, which have been here. They've been on the air before. They're lovely looks. They're all tanzanites. They're all the best in the world. And we're more just every day, I just get so much more proud to bring you the kinds of stones we have here. They really are exquisite. And there's something hopefully up here for everybody. And even if you already have a collection, that's wonderful. I thank you if you've already purchased some of our tanzanite, but these are all going to be, I think, fairly different from what we've seen before with the addition of the different colors you see here, with the merengues and with that yellow diamond edition. And then, of course, the emerald cuts are always so rare. So it's our last call on all three. They're all set up for museums and ready to go. But again, if I give them a great price, well, you get them instead, which makes it just even easier and a lot better. I love the idea of getting museum reserves on sale. Not something we get to do all the time, but you want to call early because they are all one of a kinds. And again, we'll try them on, give you a little recaps on those carat weights as you need them. And also, I like to remind everybody, for those collectors out there, the merengue spinels that we have on the sides of the pair are also very important because that is really significant. Do you know the merengue spinels only come from Tanzania? As do the tanzanites. So tanzanite is a one-source stone, merengue spinels are a one-source stone, and that source is the nation of Tanzania. So it really is, I think, one of the more significant pieces of jewelry we've had as far as what it means to set those stones together. It really is paying homage to a gemstone region that has, well, they've produced, at last count, 32 really, really unique gemstones. So Tanzania is it's a wealth of gemstone material and a wealth of rough, but they all vary, and they're some of the most, certainly we're seeing the most important representative of the Spinel family. The Tanzania, of course, being its own family of gems, also only found there. So those are exclusives, and we're just proud to bring these to you. But again, I love that pear shape for that reason. Just something significant you might want to think about as you're collecting rare pieces. But here's what I'll do. Big value coming your way, $79 and $89.99, your prices on any one of those three. Let's bring them on down and call early because, again, 608. There's the oval. The oval is going to be the 505. Here's the 5.5 carat, which is our pear shape, and nothing up here is going to be, well, $89.99. We went right down to the common denominator. That's the lowest common denominator of $79.99, and they will not be that price either. It is your opportunity. Take any one you want, add to the collection while we still have a couple of museum reserve options for you. They are going to be long gone, and if anything else at this point is shown in museum reserve and doesn't sell on that last final presentation look, then it's out to the museum it goes. And by the way, we don't get those back for likely years and years and years and years. So it probably is the best idea is to just call right now. Get what you love. I mean, waiting for like another 5 years, yeah, that's unrealistic. Here's your value. Think of how much money they'd be by then, by the way. Think about if the mine closes in between those times, what kind of values we're going to see soar on tanzanite overall. I would just get it tonight, and especially when you've got 10% off to save. And it will not be $79.69 or $59.99. Come on in. It is time to shop up a storm here. We got 54 minutes to do it, and let's make everything up there the same price. They won't be $49 or $39. This is such a value. Remember, we go up to 6 carats in size there, $608 on that big emerald cut. And look how gorgeous they all are on the hand. Here's that emerald cut, $608 with 28 points in diamonds. That is one elite style. Look at that. That almost reminds me of the 13 karat we had, shape, size-wise. You know, it's got the elongation of an emerald cut. So that's our emerald cut. Let me switch that out for the oval. Oval's going to give you a little bit of those yellow and white diamonds together. That's awfully nice. Together, you see there. That's a good look. So you've got your tanzanite, a couple yellow diamonds on the sides, and then the white diamond halo. Still keeping it classic, but with just a little extra twist there. And then we go to this wonderful homage to Tanzania. Mahenge spinels and tanzanite together. 3 stone style, and they're all pear shapes. That's kind of nice. It's a trio of pairs all in one, not even $3,500. Come on down, everybody. We're ready to give away some jewelry, and we have the last hour to do it of 4th of July, 2025. What a day. What a day and what a moment to get a value. We're busy on the phone lines. Is that a surprise? No. Giveaways on tanzanites don't happen. So there's a little something I need to tell you, and I don't know how much the trade is going to appreciate me for doing this, but there is something happening with tanzanite that the industry has already gotten wind that there's already very limited numbers of rough coming through. Now, obviously, all that they're mining now going forward is Block C. Block C as in color that's not that good, okay? It's Block C is very light. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, but if I had a Block C sitting up here next to a Museum Reserve Blue Wing, you wouldn't think it's the same stone. And they're pretty. They're just light lilac colors. It's all we have left going forward. It truly is. The window is closing and rapidly to get the better quality, the Block Ds, the Blue Wings, the Museum Reserves. That's what we have. And so it's a little wrong to be putting them on sale here, but we believe in that. We believe in values. It's a holiday. We are so thankful you're with us. Thank you. Take a look at this, and you are getting rewarded beautifully with values we've never seen before, and they're better than even 35 or 34 or 33 or 32 or 31.99, and this is before 10%. Take your 10% off everything that you shop for tonight, but they will not be $3,099. We're going all the way down $2,999. That's it, guys. And let me know which one, Jason, you're thinking about. We can always put up the graphics and try it on again. Which one? The emerald cut or the emerald I'm wearing? Gotcha. She wants to see this on the hand, like, you mean other than the hand it's on? Okay, take a look at this. Here we go. Can we do it right after the tanzanites? Hang one second. I just want to see if anybody wants the tanzanites first. Let's just give this about 60 seconds here on the tanzanites to get those out the door. And then Katrina, have her hang on the line here, Jason. Does she have any questions about it? Has she seen it before? It's our 810. Yes. Emerald cut? Do you already have it? All right, sounds like that emerald cut is gone. It's item number 112, or no, it goes back to 111-1814. Wow. Emerald cut is 111-1814, Jess, if you've got it, and I think she does. Emerald cut gone, who's next? Yeah, pear shape gone, all right. Pear shape, let me try it on, and that's gonna be item number 112-7010. Jess, did you get the emerald cut? Okay, I'm sorry, it's already gone. Emerald cut's gone. Here's the pear shape. We've got the pear, oh, did she hang up? It might be. Well, it very well might be. It's an 8 carat 10 emeralds. I would have to sell my house to own. No, well, yeah. Close to it. That is something. So she doesn't want to even, does she want to see it still? Can I present it? Okay, we'll present it. Has she seen any of the show tonight? It might not be. I gave a $300,000 Alexandrite away. So I don't know, maybe I can do it with an 810 emerald. We'll show it. You've got the pear shape, yes? Pear shape confirmed and done? All right, pear shape gone, one left. It's the oval. We'll go out close here and take a look at the oval, which is item number 112-7012, 7012. Emerald cut gone. We will let anyone know if any of those fall through. Pear shape gone as well. And now we have our 505 in the oval with the yellow and the white diamonds. All right, so we'll give everybody a look at the emerald I'm wearing tonight for fun, or maybe not for fun, or maybe it's going to be more fun if I discount it, and we'll get it a great home, because why not? And yes, I want everyone to think about, take a guess. Now, I haven't seen an episode of Price is Right since I was in 4th grade and home from school sick, but I remember they used to do like pricing games where you try to guess high or low, about approximately what you think a prize is worth, right? Isn't that the general concept there? Well, I would love you to think realistically here. Realistically, let's just pretend you were in a retail store. First of all, where are you going to find an 8-carat 10 Colombian emerald? Now, I've been wearing this all night at my right ring finger, so chances are you've had a glimpse of it. Because even when I'm in that faraway host shot where you're seeing, you know, most of the jewelry I will wear, you'll never see because that shot is so far away. Honestly, that's a ring that was not only showing up, it was glowing and gleaming. It kept distracting me because I'm not used to wearing a big, big, big green gem on my hand. And I am so enamored with this. Item number is 7923. It is 8 carats 10. Yes, 810. It is going to look about double that. It is an 810 Colombian emerald out of the Muzo mine. It has a carat 61. I just had somebody saying to me today, you know, I really appreciate you guys give origins and talk about where these stones come from, because I can't even, I can call other places and ask and they have no clue. They have no idea where their stones came from, or is it used, or is it new? And I'm going, really? Is that really how people, how do people shop? Not knowing, but then I always marvel at that too, where how can you shop for something really important like jewelry when you don't even see it up close? I mean, this is important jewelry. You should at least, if it's spinning at 12 miles an hour on a wheel and you see it from 8 miles away on a foggy camera lens, how do you buy something that is fine jewelry? I never will understand, but this is where, again, 8 carats 10 in an emerald when we're up close, and yet look at the clarity it gives you with a carat 61 in diamonds, no less, in the white gold, or you can change it. But only one tanzanite remains. Did the pear shape go, by the way, in the tanzanite? It did. Okay, so it is just the oval that is left. So congratulations. The other two are gone, but we have the oval left. Now we're going to talk about this one, and we may surprise you with what we can do here on a another $300,000 ring. There's no question about it. They do tend to top out at 4 carats. That's the big trick here. 8 carats. You're going to have, if you're being realistic, you're not going to say, oh yeah, but I know somebody down the street, they have 8 carat emeralds. Do they? Do they have 8 carat Colombian clean emeralds? Because it's not something you typically see anywhere outside of an auction house or a museum. And this is our 8 carat 10. They usually, the buying guides will only price them out to 4 carats. This is more than double that. Those prices can be 50, 60, 70,000, all depending on quality, because most are, if you're getting a bigger size, usually it's completely opaque. That just means like this. This is opaque. You can't see through it. There's no seeing through it. That's opaque. Most emeralds are like that. This is not, because it's all glowing. You see it glowing. That tells you that's a high shine, high clarity stone. And so what we're about to do is take what TVON has well priced, because I don't know if you're honestly going to get a carat of this material for this price. This is only priced at $69,999 at TVON. Well, that would be a nice savings. You'd save about $7,000 tonight. Let me save you more than $7,000 and then still take your 10% off. I know this is not our normal fare. I think our requester on the line probably figured much the same. I think she said, I'm going to guess that maybe is maybe a little bit higher end. It is probably the most high-end piece we've seen in many years here, because it's just so difficult to replicate or duplicate. If you're going lab grown, maybe, but not natural, not best mine in the world, not Muzo mine bright green clean. That's the thing. You're getting both the color saturated level, or it looks like a bright grass green color, plus you're getting the clarity that's allowing it to glow the way it is. It just doesn't happen in emeralds. Doesn't happen. You can get a big stone, but it looks like a big old piece of like river rock. River rock? Yeah, you know, the one that's been there sitting there under the water for years and it's growing green moss. That's what most emerald looks like. Oh, really? I know, not the prettiest picture, but that's what most emeralds of a significant size are going to look like. And this one is just the gem. It is the gem. And we are making this better than even $69. Half of that is $35,000. I'll do better than that. And I know it's a little bit higher end than some of the things we see. You bet it is. It's a lot higher end than some of the things we see because it's arguably the most important piece here in this inventory. And that's why I decided to wear it. If I have a choice of wearing anything in the inventory tonight and it's a special holiday, I'm going to wear that. Not to mention it's my birthstone. But here we go. It's not $34,000 and it's not $30,000. And this is the one to own if there's any way you can do it. And if there's any way we can facilitate making it easier, like splitting a payment among 2 cards, if that makes it a little easier to attain tonight, do it. But this is also going to be the biggest savings we've seen of the entire event. And that is because it's not $30,000 and it's not $25,000. Certain things, I know it's not going to be for everybody. I totally respect that. But it is one of the greatest values I can bring you when you're seeing color and glow and clarity and something as just downright precious as this is. And it is $19,999, but there's $2,000 off. So it's really $17,999 only. Yeah, $2,000 just like that saved. $17,999 will be your price at checkout for that incredible emerald. And it is just so stunning. So stunning. And for under $18,000, well, nothing else out there like it. I mean, think how this breaks down. If I just round up to $18,000, we know you're spending less, but if you just round it out, that's virtually what, $2,200 a carat. I know we don't usually see $20,000 items. I know that. I get that. I've been here 9 years. I get it. But this is obviously, it's one that you would never even spend that per carat. That's not a per carat price. You can't get an emerald of 8 carats 10 size for $20,000 per carat. I have done this for basically $2,200 a carat if the diamonds and the gold are free. So that is significant to think about. It is an outstanding value, and it is the ring that I've been wearing on my right ring finger all night. So huge value there, and big time thank you for asking about it. Thank you for just having it presented, because it just is one of those that I could not be more proud of. Before we go, I have a Congolese tourmaline wheel that is awfully pretty as well. It's just going to be a trio of Congolese. Only one of our tanzanites remains. It's our oval. So please keep that in mind. And let's get to those Congolese. They're known for bringing very Paraiba-like blue greens. I have got maybe, well, there's a reason I saved this trio for the last trio of the night. I already had a ruby trio and a tanzanite trio. Now we're going to show you, I'm going to start with the emerald cut, the what I think is the most unbelievable trio yet. I know, I am in love with this stone. Seriously, you might have to fight me for it, although I will pay more than you will pay tonight, because that's how good these values are. Let's take a look at this. I've got, well, the emerald cut. I have the gorgeous round, which gives you a little more green blue. And then I have this one, which is, well, look at that, elongated oval. Some look a little floral or clover-like. This is that beautiful emerald cut with more geometric style. That is just a very pretty wheel. I think the decision is really going to be just tough to choose which one. I got you covered on the price tag, got you covered on the discounting, but the tough part is, which one do I go for? They're amazing, aren't they? So we're going to walk you through some carat weights. And please do dial in early, because you know they're going to go. At least I know they're going to go, because I already know what price I'm putting on them. That's the important thing. And I've had enough of these stones they are just beloved. Someone was asking me the other day in an email, she'd never reached out before, and she said, I'm looking for one of these tourmalines, and she used like a trade name that one of these other networks uses, which is just something they made up, you know, to sound pretty and exciting when it just means it's a tourmaline. We're not really into making up trade names. We talk about the origin, like give you more specifics, like this is a Congolese stone. And clearly they are blue-green. But certain ones, obviously they're all different. They're all natural. Tourmalines don't get any treatment whatsoever. So everything that color-wise is happening here is thanks to Mama Nature. And let's walk you through, because this is actually the biggest stone. That's the 4.5 carat in the emerald cut. It's my personal favorite, but you know I like that cut. We have the round, which is going to be our 223 is the carat weight there. And then we also have the oval, which is a 325. So again, 325, 223, and the biggest is the 4.5 carat. Do not wait to dial in. I know that's tempting to just sit back and go, yeah, I know what these are. I've already seen them. They're $49.99 and up. Sure, you can do that, or you can get on the phone lines ready for the new price tonight that's going to make your 4th extra, extra, extra happy and fun and sparkling all year round. And we're going to bring you diamond weights that go like this. The diamond weight here on the emerald cut is 46 points. The round has a diamond weight of 58. And then we've got the oval with the 78-point diamond weight. Which one do you like? You saw how quickly the tanzanites went out. Let's make sure you're ready to go on the phone line so you don't miss out on any of the 3 blue greens, but in different ratios. Yes. Hi, what'd she pick up? She got the pear-shaped tanzanite. Oh my goodness. Anna in Georgia. Well, such a pleasure to hear from you. Thank you so much. Happy 4th to you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It means a lot. Let's go ahead and get these out the door. 49, 39, 29. 19.99. What? Oh yeah, we're going lower than that. End of the show is here. We got like 38 minutes, so it's not a lot of time. I'm hoping we'll get some requests in here near the end of the show and make some dreams come true. And no, I'm not leaving them at $19.99. We got to go crazy low. So get ready, it's happening. And don't forget about that orange diamond. We'll have to recap the orange diamond, the blue sapphires, the rubies. You let me know. But all 3, you hear me out, the Congolese will be gone. They will be gone. And that's because I'm going even lower. And we don't need to. We're giving you $200 off right now. Let me save you more than that. They're not $18.99. They're not $17.99. Yikes, and this is before 10% off. I've already gone to extremes here. I'm just up here freewheeling it, doing whatever it takes to move some jewelry. Come on in. And do you know that you can change the gold color on the emerald cut or the oval, but you cannot change it on the round. The round stays in white gold. Which one do you like there? I knew it. Yeah, of course. Who is my competition over there? I really, really want that emerald cut, but has she already taken it? You know what? You get a better value even than $17.77. Come on in. Emerald cut 4.5 carat already gone. Let's make this even easier. $1,699. Then you get it for $1,529. And that is a done deal, right, Jason? Yeah, she's taking it from me. All right, so $16.99. Emerald cut gone. We have the round, which is, remember, the 223 with 58 points in diamonds. And we have the oval, which is the 325. And that has that beautiful 78 points in diamonds. A little more green there and a little more blue-green there. So whichever one you prefer, but those are our Congolese. That'll be down to $15.29 and change. And then let us know what you'd like to see recapped here for the end of the show. It is July 4th, but it is coming rapidly to a close here. Have about 35 minutes to go. So this is the time to pick up whatever you need in this show before we're out of time, guys. It's wrapping up here, and we've got $16.99, but that turns into $15.29. And has everybody seen me flash this merengue? We had the merengues already go when they were surrounding the tanzanite. Look at this. This is the 3 carat 06. It is the largest we have. It is the marquise, and that is still the most stunning color in neon we have ever seen yet. Let me try it on the hand here. We're going to present it next. It goes all the way back to a 111 number. It's 111-9163. I'm going to take those tourmalines away, and we're going to talk merengue spinel. And this is a very important stone. 306 is the size. We're going to add pink diamonds at 36 points and give you 128 in round brilliant whites. So it is all around fabulous. Really is. Really looks good. What do you think of that? New price, brand new markdown, and it's going to be a big 10% off. And you're going to like that. Who would like it? Total diamond weight is really climbing here. But again, we separate them because the pinks are so extraordinary and these white diamonds are huge. Double halo around your marquise. Here we are close up. This is still the most flaming color. Like it looks like it's alive. We talk about neons and glows, but this is like, there's something special going on here. With the bright reds and the bright pinks and these deep, deep, deep purples, all happening in what we discussed, that 2007 discovery in Tanzania. First time we'd ever seen merengue hot pinky red spinels like this. This is, now you know, they're considered large in 20, 30 point sizes. Here's a 306. It's deluxe. It's time for this one to go. And we'll make it really easy right now. The very first color on this one, pink and white diamonds, they're outstanding. It just is that perfect, perfect color. And the marquise is rare too. We can't just forget about the fact this is not only a 3 carat, but it's a normally very wasteful cut. So I think about how big that rough material must have been to yield a 3 carat 06 size, and to now take our $49,999 ring, where it's been presented numerous times at that price. And now we bring you the value of a lifetime and make it so much better than $49, $40, or even $30, or even $20. $19,999. You know that emerald is still being talked about. We've got a lot of people just considering and talking about the emerald. This one is not going to, I don't think, have that luxury of time. It's going to be really crucial to dial in. And reminder, this is one of the biggest savings in the 10% off. And I'm only holding it because well, never mind. It actually, oh, that's what it does. Yeah, I thought I got lucky there for a minute. That's why I'm going to give it a little bit of help here, just so that it can sit upright so you can see the color, the clarity. Look at how clean it is. Not a foregone conclusion with spinels. You don't just get automatic clarity with a stone like this. And we're blowing it out right now. It's not even 15 or 14 or 13 or 12. You got a value. And the pink diamonds and the white diamonds, forget about it. They're free. This is a stone you cannot put a price tag on. There's nobody else who's going to show you a 306 Mahenge, who's going to have a 306 Mahenge. We're getting it out the door for only $99.99, but there's an extra $1,000 coming off that price. And it's $89.99 for the first caller, and that one will go tonight. We have 32 minutes to go. We have earrings still to come, quite a few different earrings. I couldn't resist but showing you some big ruby earrings and some other fabulous ideas. We do have some hoop earrings coming up, and this is the one, though, that is as collectible. And yes, we've been bringing collectibles. Had the orange diamond, GIA certified, fancy orange diamond. We had the big emerald, 8 carat plus. Now the 306. Look at that. Stunning. $99.99. It's only $89.99 at checkout. Amazing. You can always turn around and just resell it the day you get it. I mean, that's just, honestly, these are the pieces when I see pieces this rare. And obviously I spend my whole career talking about rare gems every day. My $9.99 pieces are rare. So when I have a piece that's $49,000, that's brought down to $10 like this, it is going to be one of those that you just simply, you have to experience it in person. It's like television and all the looks we give you, it still can't do a piece like that justice. All right, so let me show you what we have in earrings coming up. These are very important diamond earrings. They're a little bit more extraordinary than what we normally do with rounds because they actually have the baguettes and the rounds together. It's 8507. We have the white gold, and apparently there's a yellow gold somewhere that exists. So if you're really into the yellow gold, please let me know and we can try to show that for you. But I'm really just excited these are here because we had a band the last couple of days that looked a lot like it. Hey, Sue, let's show Sue her request real quick here for the diaspora before we get too deep into these earrings here, because I just got handed your request, Sue. So 2683 real quick for you. There is a very pretty diaspora. And it's got the pinks, and it's really interesting because it's got those kiwi greens we love and a little bit of champagne tone, but it's got a really pretty pinky color as well as yellows coming through. It's very vibrant. Take a look at it on the hand here. It's 2683. It's a 260 diaspora. This is also a one source stone, and you've got a color changing variety, but hear me out on this diamond weight. It's 103 in this double halo that then wraps and turns around. But I mean that because it's not that straight across band. It's got a little bit of more curve to it. You see how the band curves and then curves down. So you get that really pretty kind of wraparound design and a real rare stone, 260 and clean, very pretty. It's actually a cushion cut stone, so really close to square cushion. And that's got a carat 03 in diamonds, and we only have this one, and it's time for it to go. How about a $14.99 price tag? Minus $150, so $13.49 at checkout for that lovely diaspora there. And it's a good one, and those flashes of pink and red are just about as dynamic as a diaspora gets. We've seen some really stunning world-class diasporas in the last couple of weeks here, no doubt about it. But that also, for being a 260 size, still has a lot of the colors we're seeing in the bigger 15 karat stones that I know we've all been really just praising the last few weeks. So this is exciting. $14.99 for you, Sue, if you'd like to get it. And we can also change the gold. I do want to show you it's in the white gold now, but we can change it up if you'd like to yellow gold or rose rose gold if you would prefer that. And so that's going to be $13.49. So thank you, Sue, for that request. We'll get back to our diamond earrings here that have a button release, and then they've got the big oval shape, but there's a lot of gold in this earring, and we'll come in closer here to look at our baguettes and rounds. Curato 2 in the baguettes, 80 points in the rounds. That would be 182 overall, and one quick pair in the white and the yellow. So again, if you really need to see the yellow gold, we can bring them out for you. I'm sure we can, but they are really just lovely earrings, and those baguettes look like mirrors. So bright, so colorful, yet really shining brightly. And 182, that's a lot of diamond weight in an earring. I know you're probably anxious to see them on. They are a really nice wearable size. They do have that button release that makes it really easy. There's substantial gold you can see there from the profile. That's the back where you see that little button. It's subtle, but that's going to be a nice little feature to have. And then here's your front. Look at that. Gorgeous diamonds. Triple row, set all the way up and down that hoop, 3/4 of an inch. Perfect length, if you ask me. And that's going to be a really big superstar value. These are more or less an everyday style. It kind of depends on your own personal like and styles that you wear. But I think that really from an everyday standpoint, if you are someone who does not shy away from a bigger, bolder diamond look, this is definitely a great way to go. And they definitely give you the wow factor because, again, we talked about this earlier, they're wider too. So they're not just about, it's not just about the length you're getting, it's about the width you're getting as well that make them so pronounced and so important. And they look as luxury as they feel, because obviously that little button in the back is going to make that little interlock release so that you've got easy on, easy off. I do want to remind you that the post is straight, so it's not a curved post. Those can be a little more tricky. So it's got a straight post across the top there, so it really makes it easy to put on. And then they look like they go all the way around, don't they? They're making that turn, which I love. So it just looks like the diamonds are continuous all the way around the hoop. We'll go back though. They just look like mirrors. I mean, it's incredible how those diamonds interact with the light. And we are here to blow them out. White gold or yellow gold, just one pair of each. And that's a go-to. A real true go-to earring here for just, again, one color in each gold color. I will say our yellow, gold, and diamond combinations have been very popular of late. Make sure on the phone lines, especially if you want that yellow gold here before we go. But that's going to be $29.99 for the pair. And very high end. You're talking about big diamonds here that are really pronounced, especially in the baguettes, and that is exclusive. All of our diamonds are white bright, so I know they all pick up a little bit of glare. I always have to remind you, these are as white diamonds can be. You see there from a distance and from the side, because when they look like that, they kind of pick up some shadowing. So you see there how bright they are, very clean, just like all our VS diamonds that we bring you are. And so that's where they're lined up to perfection, all precision cut to set down in that channel that goes right down the middle of your hoop. Okay, let's move on. We've got a recap. It's a recap, all right. Is there any way, Tony, we can do like a 20 speed on the last 2.5 hours and just show the whole show? I mean, could we do that? Just run like a time lapse, you know? We just and just go through everything. That might be the best way to recap, because we may not have enough room on the wheel. But I think one thing that needs a spotlight here is the fancy orange diamond. Just when you think about what is our biggest value of the show, are you even going to bother with that, Jess? You're going to go ahead and bother with it? Okay. Huh? Well, at least you guys get like double time for holidays, right? Right? Okay. Well, all right. No? Okay. Well, here we go. $29.99. Who's got what? White or yellow? White or yellow? We're going to be here tomorrow in the morning. Don't forget. Hope everybody can be here at 1 o'clock Eastern. Anybody going to get a late start, a little lazy morning tomorrow? Probably after a Friday night, 4th of July. Well, listen, we're going to be here with jewelry at 10 o'clock Pacific time, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. So keep that in mind. Don't stay up too late tonight, because we're going to have a lot of shopping to do tomorrow morning. So we're going to be here with our Saturday and Sunday. And shall we continue the sale? It's kind of a 4th of July weekend, right? Even though the 4th will be over, we'll still keep the weekend going. We'll keep the party weekend going. So $29.99. By the way, $300 off. So $26.99. And then let's see, who's recapping what? Because this is the time of night when everyone's taking everything. So let's see, I'm going to show the orange diamond again, the fancy GIA certified orange diamond. Got to show that again. Last call. Jason has a new register over there. Wonderful. I wonder who we're welcoming in to the TVON family. Oh, you have a new register too? Oh my goodness, we have 2 new registers right now on the phone lines, and I think they're getting diamond earrings, but I'm not sure yet. Yes. Oh, okay. It's a cushion, actually. You're okay with that, right? Okay, I know it kind of looked like an oval, but I just want to make sure they know what they're getting. It is a cushion, and it's a 260. All right, so the diaspora's gone, 2683, and Jason, you just got someone registered, but not picking up anything, right? Oh, what were they doing? Oh, gotcha. Okay. It was who? Oh, wonderful. That's good news. Love when requests work out. Let's get to a recap look at our orange diamond. GIA certified orange diamond. Fancy orange diamond. Yeah. GIA certificate on 7354. Last call, and the earrings, do not forget, we got some new people talking about the earrings right now, white or yellow gold. We'll see which one they end up with. I'll keep you updated there. And then we're in the last call on the show, so with about 23 minutes to go, we want to know if there's anything you want to see again. If you're considering it, best to just get on the phone lines and tell me to show it to you again. That way it'll make the judgment call a little bit easier, okay? These are the pieces you get, though. I don't have multiples except for those hoops, right? We know what our diamonds look like. So this is the only one. It's not like I'm going to sell you this one and then send you something that looks nothing like it. We don't do that. When we say one of a kind, I mean it. It's a one of a kind. It's not something that we've got like a whole back vault full of 1 carat GIA certified fancy orange diamonds in pear shapes with a carat 16 diamonds. This is it. And you can watch every show I do, and a lot of you do that, and you never see orange diamonds of this size. So this is a moment for those that even watch the show regularly or not. This is something we don't get a chance to show very often, and it will not be. Oh, can I try this again? Let's make it $49.99 one more time. If you're considering it, it's time to think about it in a little bit more of a serious light than consideration, because that $49.99 price, less $500, is a substantial discount. No doubt about it. $44.99. That's it. $44.99 at checkout. That's an amazing value. When you saw, you're getting the cert with it that describes everything you ever need to know about that individual fancy diamond center. It's got the carat 60 around it with the finishing on the inside. We have the highway ring, but the highway ring got real pricey. So I'm not sure if I'm going to show that to you, because I don't know about that. I do have some earrings, though. Let's show you the earrings. The earrings feel very apropos for the day. But I think a lot of you are going to watch these earrings and say, okay, so I'm going to wear those once a year? No, thank you. I don't think so. They might look tonight like what you're seeing out in the sky. But I think that they are an earring that's really beautiful, and I could name names right now, but I don't like to do that because designers are designers, and we don't sell estate pieces or used pieces, so we sell our own designs and our own jewelry. But there are many designers who do things like this where suddenly you're paying $30,000 for an earring, and no better quality offered than what we have here in 112-7684. So I really wanted to share with you our ruby and diamond earring here. Whether it looks like a floral or a firework or a starburst, whatever it looks like, it is gorgeous. 42 points in Mogok Burma, 73 points in diamonds, a very high-end, bigger, this is a bigger button style earring with the center post and butterfly backing in yellow gold only. So you look at what you're seeing there, that's what you're getting. Centered up diamond, notice that big diamond in the center? It's probably about a 10 or 12 pointer on its own, and then it just all basically radiates out from there. So it's a beautiful look. It's very, very pretty, and you see that center post, and then this is how it's finished. Now, what I'm going to do here is just try to send them out here as best I can, because there's a $39.99 price associated with them, because they are very much that's just elite quality. I mean, all the stones are rounds. It's always tough to get a round ruby. That's what they look like from a distance. We'll verify that diameter. They're going to be, yeah, they're $39.99 best price. I'm going to do better. We're just going to help you out here and have some fun with it. End of the show is here. We've got 20 minutes to go, and then 4th of July is finished for our time together in 2025, and yet we're going to be back in the morning with more jewelry, so the holiday weekend will continue. But that is a gorgeous looking earring, if you ask me. Let me point it a little bit more towards you so you can see that. There you go. That's how it's going to face up. They've got a nice big oversized backing too, so they're going to sit really just perfectly out to the world like you see there. And we're going to go back up close and get you a great value. This way, I was thinking about some math here, and wondering even at $29 or even at $19.99, where that leaves them is still a little bit higher than what I think is going to satisfy our holiday audience tonight. So what I'm going to do is take it a lot lower than even $19.99 and really send them out in a hurry here. This is where you want to be first on the phone lines. You know I've got one pair. So this is what's tricky. Tough to duplicate something like this. That's why I can't. I would love to sit here and give you 2, 3, 4 pairs of opportunity here, but that is not the reality of the situation right now. It's not $19.99. Here's what I'm going to offer because I'm doing the math and it's right now with your 10% off, $17.99. We'll make this a lot more interesting right now. Take it on down, lowest price you'll ever see on the earrings here because everything is going a little bit the opposite direction. So I would take, that's why a sale right now feels a little odd because the whole world knows that everything in jewelry is going up except here. We aren't. So isn't that interesting that we are opting to, if we left, in other words, if we left our prices the way they are, that's a sale compared to what everybody else on the planet's doing. For us to take our prices, our wonderful prices that beat everybody, and then move them backwards in a sale is where it becomes more monumental than ever before because prices are on the raise. There are jewelry stores that are on the rise, rather. There are jewelry stores that are raising their prices daily to keep up with what's happening. It's not so they can profit more. Now, obviously, that would be a great idea, and a lot of business owners would love to do that, but it's tougher and tougher and tougher. They're actually raising prices right now, and true story, I spoke to a CEO just yesterday of a jewelry store, one you know, and he basically said, the sad part is, Lolo, he says, what we're doing is we're literally raising our prices daily. We're daily raising our prices, and we still, we can't keep up. We're raising our prices, but the prices, we're not raising to the level of the actual cost of the materials are. Because the cost of the materials are elevating that quickly where they're raising and they can't raise fast enough to still actually make ends meet. So it's a really interesting bind that jewelry stores are in right now. And I don't just mean stores, because you guys all know, probably a lot of you have given up on brick and mortar jewelry stores a while ago because you have opportunities like through us and other places to shop. But this is the thing. It is true what's happening. So if we're not only keeping prices, but actually deducting from our prices, that just means even bigger savings and bigger value for you. And that is really significant when you look at what's happening in the world today. So I would just really again, I think a lot of people know, well, I'm understanding I have to do that. That's what a whole industry, everybody in different industries, it doesn't matter what it is. But here's the beauty of it. I'm going the exact opposite direction, but at some point, that's going to have to probably change. And yet here's what we're doing instead of even 15 or 14 or 13 or $12.99. I'm not even asking $11.99, and they're gorgeous, big, bright, beautiful button style earrings, and they're not going to be 11. They're not even $10.99. They're actually going to be, you know what I was going to do? We're just going to make that the easiest deal of the night. See who's got them. Let's go $9.99, see who's got them. That's it. That's all I got to do. They'll probably be sold. And then we're going to send them out. And remember this, we've got 16 minutes to go. So at this point, it's the orange diamond, the big merengue, the big emerald. I'm going to show you. These are gone. Congratulations. Of course they are. They're done. That didn't take long. Now let me show you this really quickly in case you missed it earlier. I actually have, I think there's a display somewhere because it's always tough to show this necklace unless you see it on a backdrop that's a little bit more deeper color than what I have here. So let me show you here what this looks like, and we'll probably look at it on the hand here so you can see what this is all about with those 5 gorgeous stones. And this is that DBTY that is the most affordable diamonds by the yard option we have for you. And it's going to be, just a reminder, 1110456. I would hate for anyone to miss this because this is really significant in the value when you've got solid gold and you see 5 diamonds here, okay? So I really want to make that clear. As you've got 5 individual diamonds that are over 6 points apiece, it's going to be in 18, 17, and 16 inches. I realize we're going backward there, but we're going with kind of that classic 18-inch length. And then you've got this beautiful bigger diamond bezel sets all the way through. So that would be about 3/4 of the way through the neckline. When you have it on, it basically dots the neckline. And you've got 31 points in total, 16, 17, 18, spring ring closure, all of that. And we still have a white, a yellow, and a rose gold available for you. We still do, even though this had an earlier presentation a couple of hours ago. So I'm really proud we can bring this. It makes for an incredible gift. And I know a lot of people, myself included, I've had to give up on some jewelry gifting. I used to give everybody jewelry. But, you know, sometimes that's not as feasible when jewelry's going up the way it has. I got to say, this is giftable. giftable fine jewelry. Maybe you're saving it for holidays at the end of the year. Maybe you've got that big birthday, you want to treat yourself to something important that you know you're going to wear all the time. This is it. There's not a necklace that is more wearable or universal than this one is. I know a lot of you picked up one, came back for another throughout the show. This is the way to get it at the price that is going to go up next time we see it by November, December of this year. By the time a lot of people are in holiday shopping gift mode, who knows what the price is going to be? But I know this, it's going to be more than it is tonight. So I would take advantage of it now, especially if you need to get 2 or 3 because you're shopping for daughters, granddaughters, friends, nieces, sisters, whoever it is that wears jewelry. And this is an ageless style. It really is. It's a beautiful look. It's got the 5 individual diamonds. Your choice of gold. We have a limited quantity of each of the gold colors available for you, but it's not going to be that $9.99 price tag that it could easily be a few months from now, making it more affordable. And look at the shine. Those are not diamonds that you see shining right now. That's what's crazy, is even the chain itself so beautifully diamond cut and detailed that even the chain sparkles. Even the chain link looks amazing. All of it. This is not one you want to miss out on at all, because it's not even $888 or $777. And if you want to come in and get another, I would highly recommend that. Let's do that now. Let's get you your opportunity where it is 10% off. It's going much lower than $777, and it's not even $699. And remember what a chain goes for these days. A basic gold chain that is 16 inches with no diamonds is usually $600. Can we make this less and give you 10% off? And go less than the basic chain price and give you big, juicy diamonds as well and make it $599. That is how you shop it. So you take $60 off. So it becomes $539, right? We know that. $599, 10% off. Go ahead. But then you've got the choice of gold color. And maybe you're like me and you wear different gold colors on different days, but you have the classics you want to have in everything. This is the way you do it. So remember, you're only going to be spending about $539 to get it. It's in white, yellow, or rose. It makes an exquisite gift for yourself, for a loved one. It is that piece you wear. I mean, I look at it this way. If you're spending $539, it doesn't give you much in the way of the sterling silver arena these days. However, I look at it and break it down for price per wear. I think a lot of us think like that. It's a great practical way to think about jewelry. It's not just about the value inherently it has, but are you going to wear it? The pieces that you wear every day, probably a little bit bigger value than the pieces you wear once a year. Am I right? So this is why it's worth investing more, but you know, you don't have to, because with this being $539, even if you were to wear this just once a day for 1 day for a whole year, think about what that would be. That's like $1.50 a day to wear something. Now that's only 1 year. This is a timeless piece. You're going to be wearing it 5 and 10 and 20 years from now too. And someone else in the generations beyond our own is going to be wearing this as well, proudly. So it is a value. And to get it for $539, think about what it takes. I mean, this is really a beautiful high-end look. Obviously, it's a classic look. You're seeing it everywhere. Not all designers do the VS diamond, certainly. That's where we lead the pack, because you're not going to find a diamond accent in any better quality than a VS stone. We've got those bigger diamonds mixed in. You've got the beautiful bezel all connected as part of the chain. It is well done, and there's nothing that's going to top that in value here. So $539, that was the most affordable item of the show. And so, well, besides the big tanzanite I sold, that was a giveaway. I mean, no, yep, she knows. Sally called in for the off air and stole a tanzanite away. So, you know, it's, I had my own little giveaways tonight. I bought some jewelry. I bought some jewelry for you tonight. That's a beautiful thing. So take advantage of it. We'll give it 60 seconds as we have 10 minutes to go. And my question is there anything you'd like to see again before we go? Stephen, are you out there? Because I do have a sapphire here, a 2.5 carat sapphire that we had your name on. So Stephen, if you're out there and want to see your sapphire, please do let me know that you're here with us so we can show that. If you want to see anything else before we go, reminder, we're back in about 14 hours to do this again. And the sale will continue. 4th of July weekend, right? Can't just stop on the 4th. We have got a weekend ahead, Saturday and Sunday, that will blow your mind in values, and we can still get requests in tonight. We could save a request if tomorrow morning works better for you. If you happen to maybe you're out at the in the grassy knoll right now watching on your phone while you watch fireworks in the sky, and we maybe don't have your full concentration or full attention. Well, here we go. We can show you anything tomorrow as well. If you'd like to wait till then, just set it up. Tell us what you'd like to see. We can recap it for you tomorrow or Sunday. But that's it for the sale. Now here we go. $5.99. We are very busy on these phone lines. Some people, I've got a caller over here taking 3 necklaces. They're getting a white, a yellow, and a rose gold. Not a bad idea. How many for you, Jason? You've got 2, and Justin's got 2 as well. So this is your time to take advantage of it. $539, what that comes out to be, $539 and change, of course, and a wonderful way to go in a necklace. I mean, it's an entire necklace, and obviously 16, 17, and 18 inches all built in. It's not a choice of. We build in those 3 different lengths for you to choose from day by day, whatever works for you, whatever's comfortable, whatever works for the neckline you're wearing that day. That is really why we build that in for you. And a lot of extra work, but again, super, super important to make it versatile as possible. So thanks for being with us tonight. We got about 9 minutes left. If there's anything we can recap, there was the 5.5 carat diamond dome ring, the big, big, big yellow diamond, the orange diamond. What else do I have in fancy diamonds? Do I have anything else to show you? Let's see. I do have a fabulous Paraíba. We had the Brazilian Paraíbas in the floral ring. The ruby was here. So many gorgeous pieces still hanging out with us tonight. So I hope you will hang out with us this weekend. In addition to what we've been able to show you tonight, well, this is just starting off the holiday party. So big holiday weekend will continue. We will have that sale event going through the next 6 hours over the course of the next 2 days. Keep calling on those necklaces. Let's do our recap here back up close. I will show you, I think 8835 needs another look because this was so new and fresh and different and really here in the very beginning of the show. So here's another look at the unique East-West set yellow diamond I had. It's the Carat 01. It does have the pearls beside it, which is just so fresh. To see 18 karat solid gold like that, stunning pearls. They're 4 millimeters each. You get 4 of them, 2 on each side, and that East-West set all done in the 18 karat luxury gold. And look at how that finishing is done on the inside. Rich and buttery as all can be. Let's take a look at it on the hand here as well. And that will be, boy, for a unique way to do a 1 carat diamond. That's what we like to see. Some of you say, well, I've seen the 1 carat diamonds and now I'm ready for something a little different. Here it is in a really wearable, almost like a band style, and that everything is set east to west on the hand. Love the balance of the pearls with the big, big diamond in the middle. And that's going to be down to $34.99. Remember, you get $3.50 off. This is the time to take advantage, especially the higher end pieces. They're the ones that have got to go with priority because that's where you have the most money additionally saved is on the higher end. Like the emerald, we had the 810 emerald. I think it's still here. 810 emerald for $19,999. The yellow diamond is here. The big merengue was down to it was $99.99 for the merengue in that 3 carat stone. Also have, well, this one is just outstanding. Let me show this pendant we haven't seen yet tonight. Here's a quick look at a tanzanite pendant in a fancy cut. It's 8413 coming up quickly. Just had to show that yellow diamond and pearl again because that is just not something we see every day. Now this is our fancy cut tanzanite. Like think of it like an emerald cut but tapered, and then it's got that flat side at the top. That's where we put the bale of diamonds. It's going to be our 614, and that is also 3 points in the diamond accents. Gives it that point that the stone itself did not have, and then just gives it that perfect progression of that elongated style when it's on your neckline. That'll be okay. Let's just get this one out of here quickly. $79.99 was going to take it a lot lower here tonight, and with that 10% off, don't miss it. This is the time to go ahead and make sure you're getting in on all your requests, everything you want to own. Anything you saw tonight, if you're still thinking about it, oh, definitely let us know which it is so we can show it again. That'll make the decision a lot easier. And this is going to be our big 6 carat. You know what? Make it $29.99. We never go that low on these museum reserves at all. So just a huge giveaway there and $300 extra off that price. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. We'll give you a measure and then take a look at it from the neckline view. But that is something special. And you can see that like it's like a snow-capped mountain of diamonds right there up top over that fancy cut stone. Here's the length that you're going to have, which is just about 7/8 of an inch. So yeah, right under an inch in the length. Here's what it looks like from a distance away as well. You can really see that standout color that has, that amazing look, so rich. And the darker the light, the more powerful reds you're going to see. And then we'll go right back up close for you for a final look at it as we wrap up our 4th of July Friday night. Jess, what were you taking over there? More DBTYs? Love it. Those DBTYs are still going. They're still headed out of here. Make sure you get as many of those as you need before that price shifts upward. We want to make sure you get that value, get that savings. It's an important way to go. And thanks again, everybody. I hope we found something you love tonight from, I'll tell you, there's been every price point covered. We've had everything from certified fancy diamonds to the most exotic of stones like alexandrite and emeralds and the merengue, the big sizes of stones. This is our pendant, $26.99, your price tag. The simplicity of this one, while still being unique. Like, I've had a number of tanzanites, tens of thousands of them in blue winged block Ds, and yet that cut has not been here in a pendant. So it's totally a departure from everything else you see in the traditional cuts. And yet you're getting a 6 carat 14. So it's got that amazing quality. And by the way, there's a reason the rings went out so quickly. Well, this is also going to be $26.99. We know that. $26.99, when you take that 614, we're looking at a per carat price here that's about $439. So that's a that's a big savings on a per carat level on a tanzanite. So last call on that one, $26.99 at checkout. And then I got to show you our ruby. We had the $23.99 ruby, 1 carat plus, pink and white diamonds. And any last minute requests, 3.5 minutes left to go. And we wish you a great rest of your 4th of July. I really appreciate you spending even just a moment with us tonight. It's been a pleasure. Take a look at that ruby with the pink and the white diamonds. Item number here was 112-5118, and that's the 107. Private collection ruby out of Burma. Oval stone, anything over 1 carat is an achievement. It's got the pink diamonds and the white diamonds together, and that's a carat 25 overall. Extraordinary diamond weight, and that is going to be $23.99, but that's not it. You get $240 off that price. It makes it so much better. You're going to pay to the tune of basically, you're going to pay $21.59 for that piece. I'm going to show that orange diamond again because I think that's the buy that needs to go. A fancy GIA certified orange diamond. We got 2.5 minutes remaining. So got to help you out. If you have any questions about anything you've seen, we've shown you a ton of jewelry over the last 3 hours. There has been a lot of jewelry here presented tonight. And some of it's still available. So give us a call. And then we're back in the morning. Don't forget, it's 14 hours from now, 14 hours, 2 minutes and 13 seconds from now. The clock is ticking. So we will be back with you with our big Saturday. Yes, we're going to continue the sale event. Yes, we will have 10% off. Yes, we're going to have new items as well as your requests. So it's going to be quite the weekend to be with us as we wrap it up our 4th of July holiday weekend. And as we have 2 minutes left, let me show you the orange diamond. GIA certified, carat 60 and white diamonds around it. And definitely one that I don't want you to think about too long to the point where you miss out. That's going to be a problem. And I know we know that this being a busy night, let me give you this warning because it happens every single Friday night when I'm with you, into Saturday morning when I'm with you. Let me give you this warning, a fair and final warning here. Here's the issue. I guarantee you that when I'm here in the morning before the show even gets going, I guarantee you we're going to have a lot of people who did not see the show live. This Friday night show that you saw live, you have an extra bonus and a big benefit because anybody who catches up in the morning hours or later tonight because they were out at fireworks and barbecues and whatnots, concerts and everything else, there's going to be a lot of people catching up with this show. You guys are getting first dibs on the items from the 3 hours tonight. That's why I want you to pick those pieces up because waiting till tomorrow morning, we're going to be offering pieces well before the show gets started, and we're going to have a lot of these pieces from tonight gone in the morning before the show even kicks off at 10. So this is what I'd really recommend. If there's anything you are thinking about, you take advantage of it now because waiting till tomorrow morning when the show starts, probably not the best idea because we know what's going on tonight and we know there's a lot of people who are going to catch up with these values and take advantage of them tomorrow. So that's what I would recommend. If there's anything you're thinking about from tonight, pick it up tonight. We're here for a few minutes after we go off the air. Same phone number, just dial it in now, jot that number down. down so you know how to reach us, because we're going off the air in 25 seconds and we need to help you out with whatever you've seen tonight. And thank you again. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe. Enjoy it. But again, celebrate responsibly tonight and be safe if you're in the road this weekend at all. We'll see you tomorrow. It's in 14 hours, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern time. But for now, from all of us at TVON, we wish you a wonderful rest of your 4th. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Lauren Blair, and we'll see you right back here in the morning.